Fuck them people. They can just fuck off, okay? I don't care. Fuck them people. They can just fuck off, okay? I don't care. He's watching me, y'all. He's watching. Hello, Jimbo. Hello. He's watching me, y'all. He's watching. Hello, Jimbo. Hello. Did you just shit in my car? Jimbo, stand down right now. You can't take the heat. Stay the fuck out of the kitchen.
Well, hello and good evening. Actually, good very early morning, my good friends. Hey, son. What you doing?
I was just gonna. Are you on the stream?
What do you need?
I was just gonna talk to you about my job.
Well, come on in here. James won't talk. James started his new job today. His very first job. He just finished his first semester of college, and he's going to work for a very established worldwide company. And he worked 8 hours a day on a Sunday. How'd you like it, buddy?
It was good.
You sore? You will be tomorrow.
I know. I gotta work tomorrow too.
Well, about halfway through your shift, you'll be all
Today
loose.
was a light load. We only did 6,000 today.
Only 6,000
Yeah.
pops.
And normal day is about 9,000. They said so.
Pops or cases?
All sorts of pops. Yeah. So like
Drinks.
just drinks. 9,000 drinks.
He's loading up. He's loading soft drinks, man. Have you talked to mommy? She's on her way home.
I've called her about 3 times.
So you know what your papa gave you?
No, I don't know what he gave me. What did he give me?
What does he usually give you?
Money.
For Christmas?
For Christmas?
Yeah. What does he usually give you?
50.
I think it might be double that.
Really? Okay.
He said he's proud of you and Sarah for both working. So he upped the ante this year.
I'll have to go up there and see him before Christmas is over.
Yeah. We'll go up there when your day's off. We'll go see him, okay? Well, how is everybody? Fluffy, you in here now? Yeah, I mean, Mama T really wasn't having it anyway. She was up there pretending, and I mean, I was being genuine. I even swallowed my pride and apologized to things I didn't think I should have to apologize for, but I did, and I gave it a heartfelt apology, and then she lets Regulator come in there and run his mouth. And as soon as he started running his mouth, she highlighted his comment and didn't want me to say anything about it. Don't highlight it if you don't want me to say something about it. And here's the deal with the email. The email's real. I don't know what your problem is, Sherry. I don't know why you felt like you needed to email me that day, but you did. That's on you. Obviously, you and Pa have had it out over it. And just because you use the same email doesn't mean he's bright enough. I've heard him say he's not very good with the computers and emails and stuff. Sure, you'll have to do that. So I know better than to think that he can go in there and find the sent box. I'm sure you've deleted it now, but I have the original. And did you hear Mama T's excuse? Did you hear Mama T's excuse? Oh, anybody can fake an email address. You know that, Jimbo. You can't have the exact same email address as somebody else. No way, no how.
Paul gave me 100.
I'm gonna throw a video on here for y'all, and don't leave. My fam just got home from their papa's. I want to talk to them for a minute, but I'm gonna play a video for you. So enjoy this video and the music, and I'll be right back.
I got $100.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll bleed on your face just to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you gon' wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I'll take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently, thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll bleed on your face just to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you gon' wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back.
You wrote down me.
The dude really had to get on the chair to get the.
Yes. We were just lying in the chair. He was about my height.
What do you think it was? 5'3", 5'2"? About Ernie's
He
size.
was shorter than me.
Oh my God!
He was four.
4'11".
Yeah, he's shorter than me. They
Oh
are
my
always
God.
shorter than me.
Oh my God!
Even when I dated that Bill, he was shorter.
He should be wearing
Cody.
like boots with
I need
extensions
a
on.
blanket.
So.
And this, I told the kids, listen, I said, y'all stay in here and I'll get this for free. I said, let me get my boobs straightened out here and I'll go out here and flirt.
We
And
followed
that-
her.
They went outside with me. They said, you ain't going out there to flirt. I said, they will do it for free if I go out there and flirt.
Not
It
them.
wasn't even your money.
Not
No, his
them.
brothers would. They're straight. They got wives.
Are
You
you
know
sure?
what Mom did?
Yeah.
You know what Mom did? Okay, so Papa took her $100 away because he gave her a 25 instead, and she said, "Give me my 100 back!" and started fighting him.
Well, I didn't want my change back.
Stop for a reason.
And then I left and he gave her 100.
Take that toy thing away from him, and I mean it.
Papa was in a good
That
mood, huh?
salt gun.
Don't get that salt gun. He
I
said
had
he
to
is
deal-
very proud.
It's a Nerf gun.
No,
Listen.
it's got salt in it. It's
Salt.
straight
Let me
salt.
see it.
It takes off. It'll shoot you.
Is that? Did Papa give you that?
No, it's Braden's and I keep it up.
He was gonna give you.
Oh, it's
all
a paintball
50 and
gun.
Let me keep 100.
Salt gun. Kills flies.
What happened was.
Get it out of here.
Go put it
Put
up.
that up. You better
Go
put it
put
up.
it up where I had it.
But I want
You
to
had it in the middle of the kitchen.
No, I didn't.
Sorry, guys. This is a little chaotic right here. Not chaotic beauty, just chaotic.
Listen.
I'm never riding in free car.
He gave Sarah 100 because she has a job and she was working. He gave James 100 because he's working. He's
But he
proud
was
of both of them for working.
He was actually gonna give you all 50 and let me keep 100.
But then he said that wasn't fair, so he handed the other two.
$100, baby.
I know. Well, they got money rolling out of their ears right here. And give me some of that money. Give me. What y'all buying Daddy for Christmas?
A Hooter shirt.
I'm only like
I got a Hooters shirt.
the other 100.
There it is.
Oh, you
I
you
told
counting
you
this
owed
one?
me another $100 to be giving them another 100. I should get
Yeah,
another.
you should get a raise too, right?
And
Inflation.
you know what he said? He said, "No, you give me 100 back because I gave you more." I said, "Well, forget you." No.
He gave us 100 because of me.
It's been an eventful night here.
I cannot go.
Well,
And then I
in
got
Harlan
questioned. Why wasn't you there? Where's he at? What's going on? Why Jimbo ain't here with you? Da 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 da.
You tell him I was house sitting Bodie?
No, I told him that you couldn't come because of the car wreck.
You lied to him.
Well,
I was here sitting with Bodie. Come here, buddy.
Listen,
Look at this.
I'm not-
Look at this
no,
big
I'm never
boy.
doing that again.
Look at this big
Go
boy.
by yourself.
Oh, he's
Come here.
I'm
Come here, big
not-
boy.
I'm not going
Bodie, where you going? Here's Honest. You get on camera, won't you?
They're not.
Look at
playing
Honest.
music with
That
me no
daddy
more.
baby girl.
That
She
Frozen
thinks
song?
this girl thinks she's human, don't you, Honest?
Let it go.
Are you human, baby?
Let it
Yes,
go.
she's human. So y'all got to see my puppies, my doggies.
We're having a problem. You have to move your thing down.
Thank you, Angel Eyes. I appreciate
Hi. My guys.
that. What'd you do? Unplug me?
Yeah, it is for me.
Why didn't you just use my cord for a second instead of unplugging it? Oh, you plugged it back up?
Yeah, Dad, calm down.
I'm going to have to go over and whoop that boy. Go get my belt. Does he have more money?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
got
he's
it's
got
his
a
birthday money.
That-
Hunter's birthday is 2 weeks after Christmas. Imagine the joy we have of having to buy him something expensive 2 weeks in a row.
Guess what?
And our anniversary is 2 days after his birthday. Imagine my pain. It hurts.
It hurts your wallet.
It hurts my wallet so bad. It's like my wallet's on a diet around
Sarah,
Christmas.
go open your Christmas gift.
No, you can't open your Christmas gift.
What's in the pillow with?
Oh, you can open it
For real?
on December 25th.
No. Want it now.
We're going to get to this discussion here in a minute, y'all. I promise. I promise we're going to get to the discussion. Yeah, there's Molly. Look at Mean Mug Molly.
Oh, by the
I
way,
have
you
to
know
get
the
up
band
there.
I have?
Jimmy, you in here, brother?
Dad, you know the band I have? So I kicked Phoenix out of the band and I replaced her
You
with...
told me.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You told me.
Hey, I could up at 7 in the morning.
I didn't know if I told you.
7?
Yeah,
Well, I'm going to be here interrupting your sleep. What you got? You got practice in the morning?
yeah,
At 7 in the morning? What?
yeah.
Y'all play Tuesday?
I don't know.
Think so.
I have to go to City
I have
Hall.
to go talk to Clark anyway.
It's tomorrow? What time?
I have to be there before 4:50.
We'll be there. Molly and the band are being honored at City Hall tomorrow for their.
Remember?
Making history.
Hey, and I want to give a shout out. What is, buddy?
I have to talk to Coach anyway about that tattoo.
That dude,
Tattoo.
tattoo.
Yeah.
Why?
I want to ask her if it's okay for you. I'm going to rules with getting a tattoo.
Honey, how many of those kids have tattoos?
One.
Dwayne?
Yeah.
Micah?
Mike have a tattoo?
I think so.
I think so.
Bye, guys.
You don't? I know Dwayne does.
I know Dwayne has it right here though.
There's a couple of them kids have some tattoos too. You'll be okay.
Well, mine will be more than the open.
Where's it going to be?
It's going to be right there.
On your bicep?
Yeah.
It's fine. He ain't your daddy. He's your coach.
Well,
You'll be fine.
okay.
You can talk to him about it if you want to, though.
Oh,
If you feel like it'd make you feel better,
yeah.
you can talk to him. You need to turn the lights out?
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'll sit here in the dark. Okay. Jimmy felt like he was being attacked earlier. I know he does, and he sent me a message. He's got to see his doctor tomorrow, and but Jimmy, you're safe here, buddy. Always, you know that. Right. I literally hear them saying over there that my content is her, liver fakers, and Ernie. Nah. I mean, I'm an actual creator. I do things other than stream other people or use their content. Like, if there was a percentage of where somebody's content gets used and compared, like my content is used more than any of theirs, period. And, you know, they're all guilty of it, all of them. And on this liberator stuff, like, you know, she said, I think D-Boss asked me, do you have the email? Or Mama T said, do you have the email? And I was going to pull it up right here on my phone from my email and show them. Mama T shut it down. I can show where I received the email. She don't want her name doxed. Okay. All right, then. So, you know, I did what I could do. And like I said, I swallowed my pride. Apologized for things. And maybe I should have contacted Mama T and asked her, what's the deal? Why this and why that about your family members? Maybe I should have. I mean, I don't feel like I would have been afforded that by anybody. I certainly feel like, if the shoe were on the other foot, that I would have been, outed. And I didn't go looking for that information. Somebody brought it to me. Hey, baby, go in bed, honey.
Yeah, I'm going to bed. You care about turning that
I told him he can turn the lights out.
Okay. Well,
you might want to wait for him to come in here and turn the light out.
No, that's what I'm in here for.
To turn the light out?
Yeah, he's your boy.
So? Now I'm dark. All right,
He's a mommy's boy. He's a mommy's
I'm going to put my cam up now because it looks spooky, right?
He's a mommy's boy.
Yeah, you guys can see that better, right? Sorry. Oh, goodness. Anybody want to come on panel and chat it up with me a little bit? Welcome. And, I do think D-Boss ultimately wants peace. Because I think that's in her heart for real. I think she got mad and said some things like I did. I got mad and said some things. Everybody's got mad. Well, not everybody, but most people get mad and they say some things. So, it is what it is. But, I went over there like she wouldn't come over here, demanded me come over there. So finally I said, okay, let's just do it. I'm going to come. And then, it was going okay. I think it was being accepted a little bit until liberators came in. And then, liberators do what they do. They did what they do. They started some drama. They got what they wanted. They ruined it. They ruined the live stream. Of course, Panel Ho. You're welcome. Let me get your link here. But even afterwards, like they still getting mad over there, and they kick Fluffy out. Go ahead and time her out, y'all. Why? What's the point of that? 1 second, y'all. Sorry, I'm just now seeing some messages. Wow, Princess I said, Jimbo doxed me on Mama T's channel. So I will file a complaint against Mama T and have her channel taken down. Wow. She's private in her own. Let's see. Oh, Leslie Renee. Now you can't strike my channel for me saying something on somebody else's channel. I don't even like the stand isn't even my channel. It belongs to my wife. So she can't be held accountable for me going on to somebody's panel and saying something. Gypsy? She said something about you too, something about being a mod or something. Said you asked her. Said I asked you to be a mod and that you had to ask her first. Make sure she was cool with it. Oh, hang on. I think I got some messages from you too. Let me check those. Yeah, BDAC said, not chatting, but this man has an answer for everything. A complete liar. No, BDAC, somebody who has an answer for everything has an answer for everything. I admitted when I was wrong. Can you? I don't think he's capable of it. Hello, Constant Sue. Do you have something to say?
Yes. Can we talk about Michael Flynn? Is that his name, Michael Flynn?
We sure can. I'm not an expert on it, but I can lead you in direction. Yes.
Well, usually, I make clips, and when I make a clip, I to show exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm going to get this clip made, but I just don't have it made yet. But what happened was, I got that silly that conversation in Messenger when I asked for Ernie's, recommendation, and the guy said Mike Huckabee recommended him. Mike Huckabee, and a governor from Florida. Now, when I was telling Ernie that, Ernie said, and Michael Flynn? And I said, no, they didn't say anything about a Michael Flynn. Now, how long ago was Michael Flynn in the news? I was like this when I first started voting, and I'm like 54. So I didn't know who the hell he was talking about. And then he's like, you don't know who General Flynn is? Well, I suppose if I think back in my brain, now I know now who you're talking about. But at the time, no, I didn't know who he was talking about. But that's how they twist things. I did not say that Michael Flynn recommended him. I said Mike Huckabee, and he threw out Michael Flynn. So now they changed it to Michael Flynn recommended him, which is not what happened.
Yeah. And Michael Flynn doesn't know Ernie from a hole in the ground.
And I don't even think that Mike Huckabee does.
No, he don't. Of course not.
No.
Have you looked into Michael Flynn?
No, I remember the controversy, back in the day, but it was
Right.
like,
the January 6th stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what I'm thinking about was back in the Hillary Clinton thing, all that crap. And the stuff at the Capitol, that's kind of why I deleted my Facebook, because it just got to be too much. It's just my friends were fighting on each side and this side and that side. And it's like, we're not going to make a difference, So I just checked completely out of politics and Facebook. So,
Yeah, I don't talk politics on social media anymore. It's pointless. It just
wants to tell me I'm led by Antifa. What the hell?
Right. Oh, Ernie swears up and down Antifa's been after him. They've destroyed his cars. Before it was trolls, it was Antifa.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's now Ernie's. If you really pay attention, and I know you have, Ernie does things in cycles. Right now, he's cycling around back to his winter stories, such as the Michael Flynn, Donald Trump, cop, just he's on that. I call them Ernieisms. I mean, that's what he does, over and over. And sometimes the names will change a little bit, but
Well, don't any of these women use any common sense to think, okay, he said he has all these credentials. He did this something fighting, blah, 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 executive director. Any man that has that many credentials should not have to e-beg for a motel room at night.
exactly.
He should have a car, even a junk ass car. He should have an apartment somewhere, an efficiency, something. He doesn't have anything.
As long as I've known Ernie, I've never known him to have an apartment or a residence in his name. The only time he had steady shelter that was his home residence was when he was with his baby's mother.
Yeah.
And even
He has
then,
to have a woman.
is welcome with his lies.
Yep.
You know, he lied to her all the time, telling her he was going off to training and doing this and that. Did you hear him tell a story about his awesome marksmanship with a pistol?
No.
How he knelt down on one knee and made this incredible shot on a hockey mask and put the bullet right there where it needed to be, put the bullet hole right where it needed to be.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, well, there's a video of it. He, of the shot, and it goes down exactly as he describes. But I also have a messenger conversation. I can show a video or screen record, screenshot, whatever, of this lady who had the mask on a string, and when Ernie fired the shot, you don't see the mask. You just see Ernie firing the shot. And then she jerks the string and the mask comes off its tree limb or whatever. And the hole was already in the mask. She absolutely outed him on that.
Yeah, now he's supposed to be solving 2 new murders, and he's not a nice guy, but then he said today he was going to be teaching general awareness to kids, and it's just like, and everybody wants to know, why do you care? Why do you care? For one, I care because of the women, but I almost at this point, I'm giving up on the women because there's enough information out there to be stupid. But the man has rescue our children. He called himself out to be rescuing children. He can't just be anonymous on the internet.
Right. He rescue our children, and then he doesn't rescue children. He just collects money claiming he does.
Right.
And that's what I was talking. When I first came to YouTube, it was about Ernie and about that. Like, I wanted to tell everybody who he really is. And that's what I've done for the last year, is exactly that. Tell people Ernie Shell is a liar. He's incapable of telling the truth. Even if it's a small lie, he just can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
He can't tell the truth for nothing.
And that's why I took all them notes and put them in chronological order. Because once you put it year and in the chronological order, and you see this what I call the big thing, the next big thing, the next big thing, the next big thing, one right after another, it's like none of it's followed through. And it's been over the years, it's just one thing after another, one thing after another. But I don't have enough memory. I need to get the damn laptop done because my phone just doesn't have enough memory to get all that done. And the stories that he tells, and I was just like, if you've seen this all laid out in a timeline, it's insane.
It is. And that's the thing, is like he moves on from one area to the next, and now it's got as big as it's going to get for him on YouTube, and people know him and expect his lies. Like, he's got 4 or 5 really faithful all-in believers, like Beloved Ghost, It's Me, and Lori and Ricky. Those would follow him off a cliff, I guarantee it. But they have to. Yeah, they have to see it. Like the notes you put together. Oh my gosh! That's meticulous. It's great. It's like you said, chronological order, and you'll see the history of. And listen, I can go even further back and show you. I'll have to try to find it, but his original mask scheme was a Spider-Man mask. Somehow he got this Spider-Man suit, and I actually hired him to come to my son's birthday party, my oldest son, when he was younger. And well, Ernie, it was an authentic, really expensive Spider-Man suit and mask, but he sold that thing to about 20 different people, and none of them got it. Like, he had multiple eBay accounts. They're all debunked, or in default, or whatever. He's been caught scamming. He's got a history of PayPal that's probably 10 pages long. Like,
Oh yeah, when every time he makes like a new corporation or what, the Shell Project, the official Shell Project, he lists a PayPal, a new website coming soon, and it's just like, and he's always got a T-shirt deal, the Shell Project T-shirt, the official Shell Project T-shirt, Rescue Our Children, all these T-shirts, and it's just like, my God, and I was really getting this all done, and then I was like, you know what? Traders was covering him, and everybody that knew him better, was doing it, So I kind of just gave up on it, and then somehow I got sucked back into it.
Well, but your notes are phenomenal. You've done a great job of just like keeping it up. I mean, you put some work into it.
Until the next year, because I'm gonna make a 22-year review and go over all the, the radio station, the protest at Disney. I mean, not Disney, but wasn't he going to protest at YouTube?
Yeah, he was going to Las Vegas and then the New York studios.
Yeah.
Two different ones.
And then Lawyer Up, and then it was everybody going in the class action suit. And, and then already next year it's starting, because now he's already said he's supposed to stay off YouTube because he's involved in solving these 2 murders. So they told him he had to stay off YouTube. That lasted a day. So now we got him solving the YouTube murders. I mean, he's solving 2 murders already, and he's teaching classes. No, and that's all he's been there for already for 2023.
What police agency would hire him to work on a murder?
Yeah.
Like the dude was arrested for being high on methamphetamine March the 1st, and then when he got out of jail and went to court on March the 28th, he was arrested again on March 28th for the stolen van. He's got a felony indictment. He's going to court on an arraignment January 12th. Like, he's going to get some time out of that.
And like you said, he could have got out of that lickety split if he would have just went in there and said, hey, I had an episode, you know. So I had, something happened, and that's why I tore the van up, but no, he's going in there like Benny Key set him up. Duh. Why would you do that? As much as you hated Benny, why would you go for the long shot when you got a slam dunk?
Have you seen the arrest citation?
I'll
send it to you.
I just got the one from the very first one he did in. It's just a minute. Let me mute. I got the very stupid dog. Just a second.
He's barking, ain't he?
Every time I stop hitting the mic, he starts barking again.
He's all right. He ain't bothering me.
It drives me nuts. The first hype that wasn't even on videos on YouTube, it was Jonesboro, Tennessee, I think. And God, they're so loud. And he was doing the same thing. He said the cops drug him out of the car and beat him up. And according to the police report that I got, it says, oh, she's leaving. Bye. The police report I got, it said he pulled up behind an officer that had someone stopped. Yeah. And he was like, don't shoot me, bro. Don't shoot me, bro, or something to the cops. Well, I really thought that was all an act. But someone was trying to get out in.
Could you send me that one?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was in Jacksboro, Tennessee.
Jacksboro, yes, that's what it was. Jacksboro.
Yeah. He's been arrested a few times. Like, he got arrested there. He got arrested in Duffield, Virginia, for non-payment of child support, and his wife actually went down and dropped those charges. And when they got a divorce, she did not ask for child support because she knew he wouldn't pay it.
Mm-hmm.
So he was arrested for that time. He got arrested at the wrestling event in Bluefield, West Virginia. It was either 29 or 30 days in jail. He told me the governor pardoned him.
I can find that in the court records anywhere, and as in the newspaper it says they were going to hold him on 19 counts and another. When they arrested him then for not paying him, they were holding him for 19 counts for another one, but I couldn't find that record either. And Officer Rose couldn't. Which brings me to anybody knows Charlie K. Please tell Charlie K that I put on Sarah's post Officer Rose's name and where he works, because Officer Rose absolutely did talk to me about it. And he's on desk duty, and he'll talk to anybody about it. He likes telling the story.
Yeah.
You know, he likes to tell the story.
Right. Yeah. And he's probably got a pretty fond memory or a fair memory of it. He probably remembers it pretty well.
Yeah. Right before Christmas.
I've got video of him being handcuffed and let out of there. But let me see. Let me look up his email right quick.
And Ernie's like, well, it was the booking agents. You know what, Ernie? Officer Rose didn't say anything about the booking agent. Well, I didn't. I only had my PayPal card. You knew all them people came to be paid. And his subs are like, well, who gets paid that night? That was the deal. They didn't have gas money to go home. A lot of them didn't have gas money to get home in a blizzard.
Yeah.
And Ernie knew that was the deal.
I'm going to forward you this email right now. I've got it pulled up here.
And for everybody that was concerned that Ernie tricked me tonight, to doxing myself, I have doxed myself from day one. I took that power right away from day one. Here's my name. Why? Because any big creator or even your name eventually gets out there anyway. And once people have your name, all they have to do is type it in there, and they got your address right away. So I just give them, just take that power right away from them, so they don't have any hold over my head. Is this your name? Yep, that's my name. Yep, that's my address. That's right. So he didn't trick me. I didn't care. I'm not worried at all about it, because eventually your name and address is going to come out. It's just, eventually.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. These people, like, they keep saying, you have a right to privacy. You have a right to. If you want a right to privacy, you don't get on social media and act like you're something, other than just a watcher. Like, if you're watching,
you put yourself in the kitchen, you're going to get it. You can't go out there and put yourself out there, and then expect no one to come for you.
Exactly. Hang on. I got
you can't cry bully.
Right. Let me see. I got an example of that. Let me find it here. Let's see. Where's it at? A perfect example of what you're saying here is, let's see. Well, now I can't find it. Probably got a different picture. Oh, here it is. What you're saying is this.
You can't take the heat. Stay the fuck out of the kitchen.
Exactly. And then, if someone bullies you, like if you have a channel and you have a sewing and knitting channel, or like those girls that do ballet that are big girls, and people come in and troll you and bully you, that's bullying. But if they go in and bully you and then you go back and bully them, then you can't cry bully, because you just engaged with it. You're doing the same thing.
Exactly.
And now what happens is one always gets one up on them, and then the one that eventually is not the one up, then they cry victim. No, you were right there in that mess altogether.
Yeah. People are saying subs donated to the trips that he never took. Yeah, they did. And that's what I'm talking about, scamming. Like when somebody tells you what they're going to do with their money, and then you help them and they do that, that's one thing. But when you tell somebody that you are, flying from California to New York and you need plane fare, and you're actually sitting in there in my office lying to people, that's him scamming. And Logan's mom here says, remember when he took the 10,000 for some guy to have something and he bought a car?
And he was proud of that.
Yeah, that was Dr. Said. And I got mad at Ernie over this because Dr. Sack was a big supporter of my MMA company. He supported a particular group called Viper Pit MMA, and like he sponsored those kids, those fighters. I call them kids. They're adults, but they were way younger than me. But he sponsored them, so he paid for their their gear to fight in and train in, and he bought a bunch of tickets every show. So that to me was part of my business, because that money that he bought tickets went right in my pocket. So that's what I did for a living. Now Ernie goes over there to hang posters because I paid him. That's all he could do. That's all he's qualified to do, to hang posters. Well, while he's over there, he goes to Dr. Sack, and I'm a big promoter too. I promote Comic Cons. I'm gonna have all these celebrities. We got Dr. Sack for 10 grand that day. Dr. Sack sponsored him, and instead of putting 10 grand towards the event that was an epic failure, he went the next day and bought a Lexus.
And I said, I have that link to the picture where he's saying, instead of saying donate if you want to, if you don't, you don't. He says in there, a donation is a donation, and he's being all smartass about it.
That's right.
And I'm like, you were not even remorseful about that.
No, he wasn't remorseful about it.
Not the least bit.
It got way deeper than that, because Ernie didn't use that money. So when it was time for the event to come back, now Dr. Sack wanted some ROI in return on his investment. And when he wasn't going to get that because Ernie hadn't booked any celebrities, he didn't have any transportation for them. Dr. Sack went and had to guarantee the celebrities with a deposit. He had to send them money. He had to buy them plane tickets, two-way flights. He had Eric Roberts, several other B-list celebrities. But Dr. Sack was deep into that, and with money financially. And then the night of the event, when Ernie failed as a promoter and nobody was there, Ernie dipped out. He left. Mm-hmm. And left Dr. Sack there to pay the bills. All those celebrities wanted the rest of their money, and then they had to get their hotel rooms paid for, mm-hmm. and their airfare home. I've got Warrington Gillette messages from him. That's the guy that played Jason Voorhees in the first Friday the 13th. I've got messages from him asking whatever happened to Ernie Shell, that scammer that left me stranded in the woods of eastern Kentucky. That's a Friday the 13th guy right there. Mm-hmm. Now, if anybody's in the Friday the 13th Hall of Fame, it would be Warrington Gillette. He is the Jason Voorhees. But he had nothing nice to say about Ernie. Anyway, when all was told, all it was in there, Dr. Sack was $50,000 deep.
And did he get sick too or something? His son had to kind of take care of it or something because I thought I read something about he was in the hospital or something for a while or got sick for a while, so the son had to step in and help.
Dr. Sack passed away. Yeah, he's deceased. Mm-hmm. But yeah, and that's another thing. Ernie promised his son that he could get him a recording contract, because he's a rapper. And he guaranteed him, I know all kinds of people in the industry, type of stuff Ernie says. And of course, he never got him no rapper job, no recording contract, nothing like that. He couldn't deliver on anything. All he does is lie, take people's money, and then skip out.
The video that he put out last night that was, it's been deleted. He implied, he's like, Jimbo, keep my name out of your mouth, or I'm going to take the video and go to all your spots. What he's trying to imply, and his dumb subs fall for it, was that you were this big pill runner, and he's going to follow you to all your spots, and he's got a federal agent that his friend's going to turn you in. And then the threat was you were going to meet Blue Steel or something before Christmas, like a gun. And I have that. I just haven't got it, sent over there to you yet. But it's like, you're not going to do anything.
Give me that as soon as you can. I'm going to go see the Madison County attorney.
He's just getting weirder and weirder.
Yeah. And this he made the same threat last December, Constance.
Yeah.
Jimbo, you're going to jail today. You're going to jail today. And here I am a year later, and I still haven't seen the inside of a jail cell. He's
been to Texas 6 times to kick Biddy's ass. And still hasn't got the job done.
Right. He ain't been to Texas not once.
No.
But people keep funding his trips to Texas, though. And
tonight, Jody Farr thought she had me because I was like, yeah, Ernie, that's my address. And Lori's in the chat going, Jody, did you get that? Jody, did you get that? And I'm like, get that, Jody. Get it, Jody. Get it.
Yeah, he thinks Jody Farr is some kind of big time skip tracer.
They think it's innocent. They're like, well, just let him be, just let him tell his stories. No, because I've seen so many people hurt and cry over Ernie's stories.
He leaves people in a wreck. And you're talking about the women who believe him. Like, let me tell you, all the women that's in his path that he's taking advantage of have something in common. They're all single mothers, down on their luck, or rebounding from something, and Ernie takes advantage of it.
Mm-hmm.
Every time. I've got stories from most of them.
And then there's these grown women co-signing for him to do this.
Yeah.
Do they each think they're going to be the next one? I mean, like, Jody seems like she's standing in line. Lori sure seems like she's standing in line.
Oh, Lori wants it bad. Yeah, she wants to have little tigrets.
Be careful what you wish for. I mean, just be careful what you wish for. You don't understand. I mean, God, I can't imagine all that. And then, like, when I heard MAGA was a doctor, and I'm like, can you imagine being a freaking doctor and falling in love with Ernie Shell?
Yeah, but look at her. I mean, she's a 50-year-old or 50-plus-year-old with a 9-year-old son. She's obviously alone.
She obviously has some kind of a damn brain, though. It's not like, it's baffling. She's a doctor.
Yeah, but these women, they see Ernie on the screen and he's larger than life, flexing his big muscles. When you see him in person, he's like a little skinny, bent up, bow-legged wiener. You look at him and laugh. Like my son Hunter, like after we did the fist bump and made amends, and I let Ernie come back to my house again. My son Hunter, when he got out there in the driveway and got out of the car, looked at me and said, "What the hell's he doing here?" And like Hunter wanted to whip his ass that day.
Mm-hmm.
He was 14, or 15.
And instead of Ernie being appreciative that he has you, like, no matter everybody needs a soft spot to land, and especially when you're that just as he is, he should have always kept you, not ever just you, because you were the soft spot to land, and now he's got nobody.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be rough. Every
Which
time
makes people give you more money, because poor Ernie. Oh, poor Ernie.
Yeah. Every time he's had one of these episodes and ended up in the hospital or in jail or tased or whatever, when he gets out or when he's still there, call Jimbo. Hey, buddy, I'm sorry. Man, is there any way you can help me out? Okay. It's like one of the kids, I can't say no, but it's no from now on. Like I'm not being burnt by Ernie Shell again. I'm probably the biggest dumbass on the face of the earth when it comes to Ernie Shell. Like I've let him back in my family's midst and be around my family too many times. And the kids wanted him back around because he's like one of their siblings. He's on their brain, on their brain level. But even they don't want him around no more. So he's gone.
You
Hey,
know, and his
John.
next choice is Tina. You know, but look at all the drama he's brought to Tina's life. You know, look at all the CPS calls and all that. That's all. She wants to blame the trolls and everything. No, that's all. That's all due to Ernie. That's all Ernie. That's Ernie caused all that. You know, I'm
Right.
sure the trolls did it and things like that, but for Ernie, nobody would have all this chaos in their life.
Yeah. Chaotic Beauty, yes, he did try to imply that he was friends with Kane Hodder. I'm not sure if Kane Hodder is the one who recently passed away within the last couple of years or year or so, but one of the Jasons um, has passed away. But yes, he's got pictures of him with Kane Hodder that he took at a Comic-Con convention, you know, and claims that's, you know, he was friends with him. Same thing with Dog the Bounty Hunter. He met him at Chris Lewis's Comic-Con and took some photo ops with him, and then tells the story. Kane is still alive. Okay.
Didn't he say he dated baby Lisa, the daughter?
Yeah, he tried to say that he was with her in the car, and it was actually Asia.
Good Lord.
I think, was it Asia, or that was that when Leslie was driving him around?
I know. I can't.
Hard to
I get
keep up with.
begging those, you know, the women's spots because I don't know who did he go to Florida with. I know didn't Tiffany pay for the trip to Florida?
Somebody paid for it. You know, that was another big grift. He said he was going down there to meet up with Don Jr. at Mar-a-Lago, however you pronounce it. And of course, you know, he didn't get to go on the site because something happened. He said he was at his hotel and there was some kind of breach at the hotel, you know, secret stuff, and he couldn't go. And so he ended up.
He was trying to protect Kyle Rittenhouse, his attorney or something. His sister put on his Facebook page, my brother's going up, you know, to protect Kyle Rittenhouse. And then he's like, ain't that picture real? Yeah, dude, I have no doubts you went there. That doesn't mean you were there.
He was there. There's video of him holding his phone up, videoing somebody getting interviewed by another actual factual reporter. And Ernie pretended to be, you know, media and was caught on camera. Now, listen, if you're up there to do executive security, you don't have your phone out filming people.
Right. You know, all the dumb women are like, well, the nature of his business is secretive. Oh, my God. Just, you know, it's so, like I said, I was giving up on the women, but what hurts my heart is the money comfortably women, you know, like they're not rich, but they're not poor. You know, they're comfortable. That see him and, you know, think he's one thing. So today it was plain as day. God, guys, look at all these death threats I got. Look, I'm going to have to leave my mama's house right before Christmas because I'm getting all these death threats. Well, he wouldn't let me up on the panel then when I wanted to say, Ernie, show me one text of one death threat. I bet you can't show me one. But here you're saying you're getting all these death threats. So all these women are like, dang it, Ernie's getting death threats, you know, and, oh, you know, I got to go here and I've got no money. So they're just going to, you know, give me more money. And that's what breaks my heart. And yes, everybody's free to give their money as they wish. You're free to do it however you want to, but it's totally different when your mindset is thinking you're given to a needy man that's, you know, in danger as opposed to a lazy bum.
Exactly. And that's the thing is like, if he just was Ernie and tried to be charismatic and say, hey, you know, I'm gonna be funny because he can be funny.
That's exactly what I told him. That's exactly what I told him.
And ask for it honest, like, hey, I'm Ernie Shell. I'm going to be funny. If you want to send me money, here's my Cash App. Put it up there. He can't do that.
When he did that thing with Lisa, you know, going to the places, that was great.
Do what now?
When he did that thing with Lisa, you know, where they went to different places.
Oh, yeah. When they were hiking. Yeah.
You know, and he seemed really happy. But see, he can't do that with the women because then all the donor women are going to get mad that he's with a woman, you know? He's like being in a boy band. You can't let anybody know you got a girlfriend. You got to act like you're single.
That's another thing. Yeah, he wants to, like, he's got these girlfriend types, and Like when he was at Lisa's house, like you're not going to get the real story of what was going on, but Mama T told me. Now her and Lisa were really close. Mama T told me, over the phone that when Ernie left Lisa's house, after the big fallout with her kids or whatever, she did not touch anything that Ernie had left, or nobody could sit where the last place he sat. The last dish he ate out of stayed the way it was. She was that freaky over Ernie, and you don't get that way. Yeah, you don't get that way for no reason. Like, no. And let's see.
But when they come out, it is just like when they come out of a cult, because I've seen the people say, "Oh, I'm so glad to be away from that." It's like you got to, I was talking to Alicia a long time before she, stopped supporting Ernie, and because she's so nice, and she's like, "Well, yeah, this, and this skewed." I'm like, "Okay, okay," but I could see a little bit more every day. She would, realize and see something different, but it is a cult. It really is. I don't.
Yeah.
And the other thing that gets to me is about, do you get everybody on the internet? Do you investigate everybody? No, I don't. I don't have time.
No, just the ones that are clearly frauds.
Mm-hmm.
Like if somebody out there pretending to be all that Ernie Shell says he is, my God, why is he on YouTube? Why isn't he making $250,000 a year somewhere doing, the dangerous work he's capable of doing?
Why can't he get $100 side job for the weekend to get a motel room? Anybody that has those fighting skills and that security skills, you should be able to, go to a tip agency, somewhere and just, get your quick cash money. I mean, he's out there to save you do dishwasher labor.
He once had he made up a fake profile of a some kind of ranger, army ranger, something, a real badass, and he had this guy's Facebook profile that he made, and of course he was Ernest, Ernie, messaging back and forth with himself, talking about what an awesome guy Ernie is, and so he's going to do a live stream with this guy or whatever, and the guy's, I can't remember where he's at, but he's in another country, maybe Thailand or somewhere like that, doing a secret mission, and he never returns. Ernie, friend, come on, man.
I'm gonna see if I can find that message. If I get booted, I'll come back up. But I'm gonna try to stay up and see if I don't get booted when I'm getting it.
All right. So whilst he's looking for that message, hello everybody. Crimes and consequences, dying of hair. That's okay. That's okay. Somebody on Mama T's chat noticed that I had dyed my beard, and yes, I did. I did that yesterday. Mystery Lady said, "Why would any woman want a man that is short, bow-legged, not educated, not employed, and cannot tell the truth?" Good luck with that. You see, Mystery Lady sees it for what it is. Like so many of these ladies are blinded. Like I was saying, like they see this superstar that he presents himself as, the guy who can protect Donald Trump, the guy who worked for Donald Trump and worked for Mike Huckabee, and has done all these secret missions. He can shoot the eye out of an eagle from 400 yards away with one shot. Like just crap. And they're looking for a hero, and they find that hero in Ernie. And by the time they realize he's Ernie Shell and not Superman, they've already fallen for him, and they're single mothers. And if Ernie could show one relationship he's had that wasn't with a single mother, I'd be shocked. He can fly like Superman. Well, I seen him fly through the corner of a trailer like Superman. Is that what you're talking about, Fluffy? He got kicked right through that trailer. Wow, Superman flies. Alex said, how does he explain 5 foot nothing to these women when he meets them after saying he's 5'9"? Oh, boots, extensions. Lovey said, oh my gosh, great minds think alike. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, and a bisexual male. See, he got as many men going after him as does women. Look, you saw how he acted when I asked him about Phil. Same way he acted when Rap asked him about Phil. I mean, Phil's obviously Ernie's dominant daddy, you know, like Phil slaps him around a little bit. You know, that's why he called the cops over there to get him out of Phil's house that day. That's all on video, you know. Yeah, his shoes, size 8. You know, and now listen, I know people have small feet. Some people do. But Superman didn't wear a size 8. Batman didn't wear a size 8. Flash didn't wear a size 8. You just don't add up on the superhero level, hold me. Not to mention the racial slurs he got caught doing. Oh, I got a message. Yes, I agree with the guy who messaged me. John Loveday is a good dude. John Loveday is a great dude. I'm glad to see him in the chat. Baby boots. Oh, no showers. He does not like to take a shower. That's a fact. That's a fact. Crimes have consequences. Miss Wynn, are you the family member of RK? In the word of the Grinch, stink, stank, stunk. That's right. That is right. He's a nasty dude. Nasty, nasty dude. Now listen, Chaotic can quote some Grinch. "'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a house mouse." Oh, house mouse. That's Nicolina, not Ernie. Okay, I'm sorry, Miss Wynn. It's somebody else. Somebody else then. Well, welcome to the chat. I don't know if you've been here before, but welcome. How long was he at your house, Jimbo? Days, a week, what? Honestly, I don't recall Ernie taking a shower while he was here. At all. You can look at his hands and see like gunk and stuff, you know, built up on him in his fingernails and in the crevices of his fingernails. He's just dirty. He's just dirty. Yeah, he don't take showers. He's nasty. It is gross. Like, I'm telling you right now, man, you know, if I get busy and, you know, get woke up late and get busy and don't get a shower, like by the end of the night, like, good gosh. I mean, I have to get in there. Like, you know, you can't be doing that. Yes, Crimes. He does stink. He's awful. In the video of him and the guy that was here at my house, that, you know, did a playful video that I posted that Lisa posted or threatened to post. the boy told him he stunk. You know, he said, "Ooh, God, you stink. Take a shower, bro." Yeah, he reeks. Like, and I've told him before, man. Like, Ernie, roll down the damn window when you're in the car with me, dude. Like, you smell like you farted. I didn't fart. I said, I didn't say you farted. I said, you smell like you farted. I threw a one of those you hang from your mirror, and told him to wipe it all over him. I ain't never sprayed him down, but I threw him one of those one time. Said, "Man, wipe that on you, dude. Like, you stink." It was strawberry smell, and it didn't help. It did not help at all. Just a second, guys. All right, I'm back. It won't want me, so I'll screenshot text if you want to read them real quick. Yeah, that's fine, Constance. That's fine. Yeah, listen, when he gets in jail, he's going to be really, because they will put his ass in the shower and yeah, that makes a lot of sense, and that's something I don't understand, Mystery Lady. How do these single moms support him? He takes advantage of their child support payments and whatever, and you know, he takes advantage. The lady that's a constable here now, where I live, used to date Ernie, and like, she kicked him out. He owed her money. He wouldn't even take the trash to the road. Like, he just, you know, he ain't worth a dime. You know, sit on his phone on the couch all the time and act like he's secret agent man, you know. Crimes have consequences. When he was here, Thelma washed his clothes, but like, it was like once a week, you know, and she would make him change clothes. She was like, "Ernie, I've been wearing that shit for a week. Let me wash those and you wear something else today." He don't cam up much anymore, but if you'll notice, most of his videos, day after day, he's wearing the same stuff. Like, MAGA bought him a new wardrobe. She spent a lot of money on his new wardrobe, but that's, you know, he wears the same shit over and over and over. He's a nasty person, inside and out. Mr. Lady, I'm not even gonna host. What? Well, let me tell you something. If he is, I mean, you know, he's not very tall, so his kneecaps ain't far from his hips anyway. Thank you, Faith Over Fear. Like, she was rough on him. Like, she would tell him, man, you know, like, "Ernie, you're gonna have to contribute." And that's like, Ernie keeps saying, "Oh, I helped him out when I was there. I gave him money for this." And look, dude, you stayed here for free, and you wanted a specific kind of drink that we don't necessarily drink. He drinks Mountain Dews, 4 or 5 a day. He wanted them he wanted those Mountain Dews, and he thought we were going to pay for them. I'm like, no, Ernie, you want, 24 pack of Mountain Dew? You're going to send the money for it. You cash app it, I'll go get it. Like, I'm not your daddy. I know you think I'm your daddy, but I'm not. Yes, Kimberly, I've heard that before. Absolutely. People with psychotic disorders do have an unwillingness to shower. That's absolutely correct. And he does have a psychotic disorder. He's been diagnosed schizophrenic. No crimes. Amber didn't pick him up. And I think he got a bus probably to London. The Greyhound bus goes to London at Burger King. He probably got a bus to the London Burger King, and his other sister, Angela, picked him up, not Amber. Amber and Ernie don't get along anymore. Right, John. It's pretty evident. Like oh, hey, Kimberly. Welcome. It's okay if you're coach lover, and just as long as you're respectable in chat. Yeah, but John, and I've showed these screenshots before of you messaging me, and that's the biggest reason I went and got the trial DVDs was to prove that he was lying, because he kept saying this savage line. I rescued a poor community, a helpless community from a savage lion. And he told the story about, he told you the story that like 20 something agents couldn't handle Shelby. So Ernie was with them, and Ernie had to knock him out and put him in the cruiser. Like, no, dude. No, Ernie. No. And Ernie said, you don't have no screenshots like that. Yes, I do. Quit lying, man. Like, I'm telling you. Now, when Ernie takes his medicines, that, his psychotic medicines, he's a different person. He really is. I think so, Crimes. I do believe that's what happened. Constance, who are these messages to and from? Like, this is a human trafficking, anti-human trafficking organization on Facebook, it looks like. And Constance Sue is asking about Ernie. I know, Linda Marie. He's mad, but look, man. Like, I get it. I'd be mad too, but his anger shouldn't be towards me. I mean, maybe he should be a little mad at me, but like, the email's as real as it gets. Like, I'm willing to show it, open it up right on my phone, or pull it up on my screen right now and show it. I'm sure they'd privacy strike me and everything else, but oh, that's a good one. That is a good one. Dog. That is funny. You think my crack are sexy. It really turns my on. Gosh, I'm glad to get somebody to do a spoof of that. That is hilarious. He's saying he checks that history. It's easy to delete internet history. Right. You know, like he knows, he's admitted that he's not very good with computers and technical stuff. So he's admitted that. He admitted his ma does all that. And then he's going to say, oh, he checks it. Come on, man. Just quit. Hey, Constance.
Okay, so this is one of his most professional organizations that he says he's affiliated with. I couldn't, get a hold of them on their email. They would never reply back, but I found they had a Facebook page. So I just, said the things, the first that I sent you, that's just to show you how I introduce myself. They're boring. You'll have to read them unless you want to. But I said, hey, I'm looking up his credentials. Can you verify this? Now you'll see in there where at one point the guy goes, can I ask you something or something? And you won't, you won't tell you won't say anything about it to anybody. And at the time I'm thinking, no, dude, you don't want to say anything about it. And I haven't said anything about it till now. So then he goes into some more crazy shit. Well, the reason that I'm going back on my word right now and that I think it needs to be brought out is, you see the title of this, human trafficking. This is supposed to be a professional organization. Now you read those messages and you tell me if that isn't concerning that somebody running a professional organization is saying this Fruit Loop stuff. I mean,
do you care if I read them?
Yeah, you can put them on screen. Yeah, that's why I said them. Yeah, there. I have a small phone, so there. It looks like there's a ton of them, but it goes pretty fast.
Let's see.
But the first set, that's just showing you how I introduce myself. So those are just to set the stage. But the second set, you can start reading.
Start with the second set. Okay, I'm just gonna read them. Like, it'll take me a minute to upload them, so I'm just gonna read them. All right.
They're crazy.
Let's see. But if he makes sense, let's see. It's so much easier to explain my research over the phone. Exactly how did he help lead the bill? Was that verified? And human trafficking said, I assure you, Mr. Shell, along with others, was handpicked by politicians and the governor of Florida. Mr. Shell's objective of Save Our Children was almost named after him. He was the one who declined that it be named after him. The bill alone was written, in federal litigation under and then it goes to the next page, but I don't see are they in order?
Yeah, they should be in order, but I might have skipped, the blah, blah, blah of it, just to.
Okay. Let's see. No, here it is, actually. The bill alone was written by federal litigation under the Constitution of the United States of America. There are a few conspiracy things about him, though. So, and you said, so if I contact the governor of Florida, he can verify that claim. Which politicians handpicked him? Okay, and the answer was, one being the governor personally referred him to our team. They stopped all missions in order to put him in. I know of one. You said the governor of Florida told him to contact you or vice versa. And they said, Mike Huckabee, former presidential candidate. I know it's hard to believe, but we get a lot of messages about him. Mike Huckabee told you to contact Mr. Shell? Or did Mr. Shell tell you Mike Huckabee told you to contact you? And they replied, Mr. Shell used to be Mike Huckabee's protection detail. Let me stop right here. How big is this Facebook page?
I'll send you the link to it. Let me get you the link.
Because it seems like you may actually be talking to Ernie here. Let's see. You said this would go so much faster if I could call you. Did you verify that? Yeah, this is Ernie. You're talking to Ernie. Yeah, are you there, Constance? What was the breaking news, John? I missed it. I have mad respect for John. Are you ready for Christmas, John? Oh, we lost Constance. Yeah. She sent me the link here on my phone. I'm gonna go look at this page. I'm pretty sure it's Ernie's. One of my people's telling me it's Ernie too. So. Okay, hang on a second.
I sent you the link to it. And see, I thought the same thing. I thought, this is one of his buddies. This is either, this is him or something. But now I'll have to drop down again and go get the other link of how I found this agency listed on his credentials. Because this is when he was supposedly with the people helping write the Predator Hunter Nation or the Predator Hunter Law, whatever that was.
Yeah, well, I can tell you right now, I'm looking at this Facebook page, and you see where, when right under Learn More, it tells you how many people like it, and it shows you like certain people's names. I'm not going to read off the names, but 2 of these people are my cousins. All 4 of them, all 4 of the ones listed are from Harlan, Kentucky.
Oh my God! And see, so he's using this as a credential. So when you first look at it, you see human trafficking, blah blah blah, and you think, oh look,
Have you got
but
number?
I know I never got to talk to anybody there, just as messages. But I knew it was bullshit because read on there, the more about him being able to morph and bend a steel pole with his hands, and you can see me going, dude, are you sure? And I made this man a promise that, he's like, you promise you won't say anything? And I'm real all about my word, and I haven't said anything till now. And I'm like, okay, I won't tell. But I'm like, they're messing with human trafficking in kids. Now, is this dude just as goofy as Ernie is? Or is this Ernie or what? And and Tina's a little touched up there with her conspiracy theories too. So how do we know that they're not hurting kids with this bullshit? What if somebody really wants?
You don't want anybody that's not trained actually to do things.
Right. And say my daughter's missing, and I stumble across Ernie Shell, and he goes, "Here's my credentials," and he shows me this page. So I see this page, and it looks legit. So I send this fool in to get my daughter. It's not a joke, Ernie. And it should be against the law.
It should be. And I think it probably is. Like this is a serious matter.
Yeah, and look at the date on that. I've sat on this, because I'm absolutely a person of my word. And if I tell you I'm not going to say anything, I take that to heart. And I didn't want to tell anybody this, because I said my word. But the more I sat there and thought about it, I'm like, this dude, whoever it is, thinks Ernie can bend steel and he can morph and shapeshift and if it was just a goofy thing, like people are like, oh, just let him, play pretend. No, you have human trafficking in your name. You have pictures saying that you help human trafficking. This is not a joke. This is not funny. And how much further deep does it go? I never really thought I should have reported to the authorities. I just thought it was some goof. But dang, it is pretty serious.
Yeah.
And I don't think Ernie traffics children. I honestly don't think that. But then I'm, naive. But what better ruse to use than to say you're rescuing children and to do all this and you got all this? And how many weird friends does he have?
Right.
I'll be the first one to admit that I can sure overreact, but it was really concerning for me, and this is why I started looking into Ernie so deep.
Yeah. Let me see. The name of that page, so I'm going to type it in on here on my laptop now. The name of that page is Human Trafficking. 2022? What's the name of that? Hang on, I'll look it up. I don't want you to get kicked off here. Let me see. Human Trafficking and Child Exploitation Prevention Act. Oh, yes, that's definitely Ernie. Oh, goodness.
I don't want anybody to think I'm e-begging or dry begging, but I started doing all this on my phone. So I just have a cheap little Android phone, no big deal. But come Christmas, I'm, hinting awful hard for, a tablet and a computer so I could do this, better. Hinting to my family, not to YouTube.
Child Exploitation Prevention Act. Okay. Gosh, I'm such a fat finger on the laptop right now. Bear with me, y'all. I'm gonna put the link in chat.
And how many other people that might have searched this and he's like, don't tell anybody. That should have been, I'm an educated woman. That should have been my first clue that this was a big red flag if someone's telling me not to tell.
Yeah, the PayPal link doesn't exist anymore on this page. The phone number has a 615 area code, which I believe is Tennessee. And I bet you that phone number don't exist anymore. Let me see. I'm gonna put this in the chat. I don't know why. Every time I say chat, I feel like I gotta go chat. All right, let's see. So this is that's the link. If you guys want to look at it right quick. And 615 is Nashville. Okay. So I'm going to look at I'm going to read some more of these messages. You still there, Constance?
Yeah.
Okay. Because they're weird, right? These are totally weird.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness gracious, they're weird. All right, let me get to okay. Go back up here. I always think I was in this one. We picked by politicians. Okay. Mike Huckabee, former presidential candidate. I know it's hard to believe, but we get a lot of messages about him. Okay, and then I've already read that part. You said this could go so much easier if I could just call you. Did they ever offer to talk to you on the phone?
They offered, but nobody ever picked up.
Oh, the phone number is Chris Severe. That's the crazy lawyer that Ernie was running around the country with.
Yes, and see now if you look at that's how I got this name, because if you go to the reference that Ernie gave for this Chris Severe, there's a list and it's all these professional ladies and men dressed in professional clothes, and it says Ernie Shell. He is the Kentucky representative. So here's Ernie Shell's picture embedded with all these other states with all these professional lawyers. I'm like, what the hell? Mm-hmm. So when I seen that and they gave me this address, they gave me this, I'm thinking, okay, well, that guy there, told me to go here. So now I'm wondering if that professional side is weird.
Have you looked into that guy?
No, because for one, oh my God, I just kind of dipped out because Traders was covering him. A lot of people were covering him that know more than I do. So I was just like, this is too much. My phone's junk, and I get so far and I get bored, and no, I hadn't got to that far yet. I mean, I kind of just dipped out right about here. I just thought I didn't know what to do.
this lawyer, Chris Severe, has tried to sue Apple and maybe Google because he's addicted to porn.
Wow. Alicia, when he showed you that page, did you believe him? I mean, like when he showed you that as a reference. I mean, I'm
This
educated,
lawyer
not
also-
acceptable.
Yeah, this lawyer also tried to legally marry his laptop. That lawyer is about 3 nuts short of a payday candy bar. He is.
Supposedly there's a contact in each state. So I did try to call the contact they have listed for Kansas, but I don't think I either got through or I didn't get an answer, and I never followed through with that. But yeah. in the that's crazy.
This is Ernie Shell and Chris Severe's page. Like, they did this together. This is a joke. That's why that's his con. He's going to give you this information from a big Facebook page that's got a fancy name, and then he's going to message you because he's the messenger he's on the account, and he's going to tell you how wonderful Ernie Shell is, and that he's referred by Mike Huckabee and blah, 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 blah.
And I was going to try to get a hold of Mike Huckabee, but I'm thinking in my mind, how the hell am I going to get through to Mike Huckabee? Mike Huckabee's going to say, what? If I could even get through to him, I'd probably get a secretary who would get a secretary. That's why I asked him for his resume, because as his resume, he should have, Mike Huckabee's not a number, but he should have like a human resources, that I could get in contact with, just not make me go cold, into a blind call, So he really thinks, and now he stretched that to, he mentioned Michael Flynn, and now he's like, and Tina's like, well, if Michael Flynn isn't a good enough reference, nobody ever brought that up. Ernie mentioned that.
Yeah, Michael Flynn wouldn't give him a reference. That's the thing. And YouTube, or he says, you said you personally witnessed him take missions and accomplish them. How can I verify missions? Was he paid or volunteer? And he deflects and he goes, he was questioned for his involvement January 6th. That's true. The FBI agent contacted me to try to find Ernie. The FBI interviewed him, and he was questioned by the Department of Homeland Security. And you said, you witnessed this, or is this something he told you? And they said, I witnessed. That's Ernie. You're talking to Ernie. Does that make a lot? Now does that start adding up, making more sense?
Yeah, and you know what? When I first read this, I thought I was talking to Ernie, but more than anything, I thought I was talking to one of Ernie's sheep. I thought this is like Lori, or somebody. But then I'm thinking, no, I seen this rep, like Alicia just seen. She was given this the same I was, because it came from a video of Ernie with all these professional people. So I'm thinking, well, these folks have to be somewhat professional, but I'm thinking, it's a damn Fruit Loop. And then I got more worried. I'm like, are all these everything you see, child trafficking and human, are they all ran by a bunch of Fruit Loops? Is that something that somebody really needs to dig into deeper?
The ones associated with Ernie are run by Fruit Loops for sure.
And how many are fake? Because you can't verify them because of the secrecy of the business.
Yeah, because he's don't want to be found out. Who is Randy Jenkins, Fluffy? Randy Jenkins is a guy from Harlan, Kentucky that I think may live in Tennessee now, or he may still live in Harlan, but he's kind of an Ernie troll. They make fun of Ernie for fun. It's just, he's a joke, and they know it. Him and another guy, and they troll Ernie everywhere. And Ernie thinks they're his friends, but they really just like make fun of him. Oh yeah, Bug Love, that would be cool. I mean, a news station would love this stuff, especially one of these ones who like to bust out people for being deceptive. Like, how much money do you think Ernie's conned out of people with this fake website bragging on how good he is?
I can't even venture to guess, but it must be a lot, because he doesn't have to have a job, and he's well fed, and he doesn't, he's never really slept out in the rain. So aside from these women, giving him this money, who knows what they're giving it, on Facebook. But to me, it's even scarier because I really don't think, everybody wants to think that Biddy Keys took, somewhere else. No, it's bullshit. I don't really believe that Ernie is a child trafficker. But my God, what if all these people are just, and there's so many of these. If you look on there and you just Google, if you put in the search human trafficking, there's page after page after page of these places that come up.
Yeah, and he's got a video on this Facebook page with Chris Hansen. Remember that guy, the
yeah,
predator hunter or whatever, and he gives Ernie a shout out. And Ernie bragged about that shout out for ages, like, oh yeah, I'm legit. Chris Hansen is he's backing me, blah 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 blah. And you look up Chris Hansen on these celebrity sites, and he will call in, do a video for you for $50.
Oh my gosh. And
Yeah.
I was going to contact you a long time ago about seeing if you could work with me like this, but then I thought you probably don't want to mess with his drama. You're probably sick of his drama. That's why I never really contacted you. And when I contacted Alicia, he didn't put her through so much hell. It's like, I don't want to bug her either. He put her through a lot of hell. Saying that she was his publicist and and I just remember when he was on the panel with Miss Daisy after Ernie got shocked that first time, and you and Alicia were on there, and everybody was giving Alicia hell, thinking, she was taking him away, and Tina's like, you're just trying to make him a movie star, and Alicia's like, that's nothing like that's not what I'm doing. But Ernie was holding it out to be that's what she was doing.
Oh, that's what he wanted. He wanted it bad. That's what he thinks. He thinks he's going to be a movie star someday. And I'm like, Ernie, you don't need to put your eggs in that basket, dude. You're in your 40s. You don't have any acting classes. You don't have any acting experience. Why do you think you're going to get a big break in a movie? And he keeps telling people he's got a movie, but the movie never comes. He said he was going to be in Cobra Kai. It never happened. He made
Alicia look bad and feel bad because here he's saying, well, my publicist won't let me do this, and my publicist said to do this, and he's telling Tina, my publicist said I can't do that. She never said nothing like that, but he was putting it all on Alicia. And that's, she didn't want any of that. He put that rescue our children, like, in her name, and she's like, I didn't really want to do that, but thought she was helping him.
Yep. Page was created in 2016. I think hey, Cotton Eye Darren, how you doing, buddy? It is good to see you in chat. Yeah, you can pay Chris Hansen to give you a shout out. I'm sure the page was created by Chris Severe. How him and Ernie hooked up, I don't know. I've got a suspicion, because, well,
I'm going to drop down again and get you the link that referred me to this link to show you, like Alicia said, that Ernie's there with all these professional people, so you're like, okay, this is legit. So I'll be right back. I'll get that link.
Okay. Couldn't get back to sleep tonight, Darren? We thought about myself and Matthew Kemper, the real OGs. I hear all this bull crap about OGs. Me and Kemper, OGs. He and I were going to, just to slap it in Ernie's face, pay Chris Hansen to do a video for us. We got all those certifications that Ernie's got online, where you go and you watch these videos and you take a test and you're a certified, whatever it was, child exploitation or general awareness, but whatever it was. But me and Kemper, all our mods, everybody got a certification. All you got to do is go in there and answer the questions. And we showed that all Ernie's bragging was just Ernie bragging. It's his grift. That's what he does. Well, I hate that you couldn't get back to sleep, but I'm glad you finally was able to join us on the live, man. And I want to publicly thank you right now for the video you made. Pretty much calling Roger Brown out when he was attacking me and my wife and family. I appreciate that, and I owe you for that, man. If you need anything, I owe you a favor. So, just let me know, buddy. And if you need any of my content, I'm giving you permission. Clip, take, whatever you need. Alicia said all he ever asked me to do was make him an IMDb page, and then he would do the rest. Does he have one, Alicia? Does he have an IMDb page? That's for actors, right? I'm not. That's not my area. So I mean, but you certainly know. Is it actors or celebrities in general or what? Y'all make me nervous when you don't answer in real fast, because then I'm like, can they hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so he does have an IMDb page, but it's not complete. So, like, what kind of things goes on an IMDb page? Let me show you a little bit about Ernie, in case you ain't seen this. This is Ernie trying to be, a bad man.
Or do we just dump the whole fucking bucket of blood on them and let those networks underneath them, those sharks, have one hell of a feast?
It's celebrities and wannabe actors looking to be cast. Oh, okay. Okay. So it's kind of like an online profile trying to get hired for a job acting or some sort. Okay. Well, I'm not going to make myself one because I'm a little too old for it by now, but I think I would have been great. I think I would have been phenomenal, a superstar. Did you hear me? I said a superstar. Bug Love thought it was a movie database. Learned something new today. Oh, that's cool. Got a little dead air waiting on Consus. Let me put the thing back in chat in case you didn't have it. Oh. Nope, I don't have it. Let's see. It's the wrong one. Yep, it's pretty much an acting resume for most people, but it was intended to be a database. Oh, so you're kind of right, Bug Love. It was intended to be a database, but it's kind of like an acting resume. That's what they turned it into. Okay. Making sense, adding up. Yes, NEPATS, OG. NEPATS predates all of the people calling themselves OGs, including me. NEPATS was an OG for reals. Not just the OG, she is the GOAT as well. If you know, you know. Mac Jones is a fine quarterback. Throwing strikes through the air. Perfect spirals. Alicia, what is it under on IMDb? Ooh, 2017, baby. Yeah, that is OG. Like I had no clue about YouTube even in 2017. I wish I did, because that's the year my boys won the national championship up in Philadelphia, PA. and I didn't get it on YouTube. It was such a phenomenal game. It was awesome. Did you send a text? Oh, you did. You did send me some text. Yeah. I see Ernie's IMDb page there. Cotton Eye Darren, I think so. I think it's because he's, trying to be worthy in her eyes. But, he got a lot of false claims, He says I come hunting him down with a GUN. I had no GUN. I had my FIST. And I didn't have my son either. It was like 4 a.m. My son was in bed. Oh, goodness. Executive Director of Operation Rescue Our Children. Like, it would be like me going to and starting my own pages, I don't know, of some fake company that's supposedly going to be relevant, and then making myself executive director. Like, Ernie is the only person who's ever been ROC. Like, he created it, and he's the executive director. He puts that on the resume. Like, really? Who they going to call? Well, Dark Nightmares has the app, IMDb app. That's cool. I do too, Eddie Pats. I do too. Oh my God, is he really? Really? It don't really surprise me. Not at all. Hey, Constance. Let's see. Let me see if I can go in and click on that from a YouTube page. Let me see. Let's see. Yeah. I hate it when I'm quiet. And oh, did I let you up, Constance, or did I just say, hey, Constance? Oh, you're up. Okay. I hate it when I'm quiet. Oh, did I?
Did you see the list of professionals that he was listed in to where it looks like he's legit?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. All right, let me share this page. I got my YouTube open.
Do you think these other ladies are as wacky as he is?
I don't know. Oh, let me pull this up and show you guys. I'll share the screen. Oh, we got some entertainment tonight. This is good. I never knew this existed. This is so funny. Let me, hey, buddy.
Can you set an alarm for me just in case?
Yeah, what time? I got you. Love you, son. All right. So there is his IMDb page. Yeah, Cotton Eye. That's or I'll just call you Darren. Is that okay? Darren, going after women, I guess he thinks they're weak, but I mean, he ain't nobody. He's an absolute nobody, and it's just he's a lot like Ernie, to be honest with you. Only he's nastier because he don't have water. Darren, let me ask you a question. If you were, for some reason, in Roger's situation, I mean, you've seen his fingers and stuff. Would you not go to a truck stop or something, neighbor's house, family's house, something, and take a shower at least every now and then? All right, let me see. I'm going to scroll up here. All right, I hope you guys can see what I'm seeing here. Photos. He's got YouTube pictures. Let me see this. Oh, always hold that number one finger up, ain't he? Look here. Cool man. Y'all know the president of a biker club gave him that jacket? Oh, Ernie, you weenie. I'm missing the chat because I'm looking at. Oh, and this one's priceless right here. Oh, this is the one where he's up there at the Kyle Rittenhouse thing. See this guy, the heavyset guy with a microphone, is interviewing people. Ernie is up there, right beside of him, in the hat and the sunglasses, to the right of the guy wearing the Wisconsin jacket. And you don't see it because of the guy there in front of him, but Ernie's got his phone out. He's recording this guy. Now, that's not protecting Kyle Rittenhouse, not at all, in any sort of way. Just another Ernie grift. Give me some money. Give me some money. And this one. That's the crew right there. Ernie, Xander, Tina. Let me check back over in my studio for a minute. Keep scrolling on that page. What y'all looking at? Let's see. This is Ernie's IMDb page. Oh, you can contribute to this page? Oh, Lord. Oh, do you have to you have to have a name to sign in? Let's see. Yeah, it's going to make me sign in. Do it. I was going to contribute to it. Let me see.
Somebody said to download the Facebook page, because you might delete it. I can't do that. I only got, this phone. I don't have enough memory on it. But if somebody wanted to do that, it'd be wonderful.
Contact info for Ernie. Yeah, I don't know. I'll try to download it. Can you download the entire Facebook page?
You can, and there's a way to do it, but I'm not sure how. I think you can from a computer. You could go to, there's like next to your name, there's little dots and it says download my page or something like that. I remember something like that. But see, and what I want to know too is how do I save these messages in my messenger? Because I know the first thing that anybody would say, especially if this is illegal, they would say, well, you could just be talking back and forth to something you made up. I need to somehow show that these messages link back to that page, that I'm just not making it up.
Right.
And is it criminal?
Do what now?
Is this something that warrants, a criminal investigation?
Possibly. If it's, it could be being used for the opposite of what it's standing for. And if that's the case, it's bad news. We got an echo roll. Do you have YouTube open? Oh, you
no. Is that better?
Yeah. Nope.
I'll just come back.
Okay. Cotton Eye Darren, I don't think he ever hooked the water up after he had an old trailer put on. I don't think so either, Darren. I think he's doesn't have any I don't think he has any at all. He's never had water there. Ernie claimed that guy was Antifa. Oh, yeah. Let me pull it back up. I can't get this thing to go away. Let's see. I remember trying to do for free. You guys just back up, maybe? Let's see. There we go. Where does it say most recent? What are y'all talking about here? Personal details. Where is the most recent arrest at? What are you guys talking about? Agent info. Resume. Woo. Dark Nightmares. Save the Facebook page. Thank you. Small blueprint under personal details. Okay, let me look. Let's see. I don't see where it says personal details. So I'm blind as a bat. So let me add it again and show you guys. See, maybe you can help me. I absolutely will mod you. Yes, ma'am. Just a second. Constant Sue, I trust you here as a mod. It don't have to be temporary unless you want it to be. Let me see. Let me get in here and mod you up. Welcome to the wrench. Oh, goodness. Let's see. Send an email to the FBI. Constant Sue, I can give you an email to the FBI agent out of Knoxville that has the Ernie information that may be interested in this. Super nice lady. Let's see. You guys see? Help me with the where I can find the latest arrest under his personal details. I don't see like personal details. One second. I'm getting some messages. Okay. Scroll down to the middle of the page. Okay. I see it now. Uh-oh. Why have I never seen this before? Let me get this ad off here. What? Shall I read? Can you guys see that? Let me see. Hope you got, let me see. It brought up a different page. I'm about to share that page. Hang on a second. Just a second. I'm about to get up and plug in my laptop. It's going to go dead on me. I clicked it, but it opened up a new page, so I have to bring it back on this one. It's called Tennessee Man Arrested. Hot dog. Check it out, y'all. That's some real good stuff right there. Y'all want me to read it? Where Ernie said he taught in front of 35,000 people under the agency was Chris Special Forces Liberty. Ernie ain't never seen 35,000 people in his life. He's ignorant. All right, let me read this. A Tennessee man was arrested after failing to return a stolen car. Ernest M. Shell, Newport, Tennessee, was arrested on March 28th and charged with receiving stolen property worth $10,000 or more and third-degree criminal mischief. On March 1st, a deputy with the Madison County Sheriff's Office located a vehicle in the parking lot of Casa Cafe, which was reported stolen out of Ohio. The deputy made contact with the owner of the vehicle and met him the next day. And it was not Benny Keys. According to an arrest citation, the vehicle's registered owner said Shell was an employee of a company hired to return the vehicle after it had been reported stolen. Text in the citation said Shell picked up the vehicle for delivery, but never returned it. The owner said he attempted to contact Shell on multiple occasions, but received no reply. When Shell finally responded, he allegedly said he was carjacked at gunpoint and asked not to report the car stolen after the owner said he was going to. When the vehicle was found, the owner gave the investigating deputy permission to search it. $500 in damage was estimated to have been inflicted on the vehicle. The deputy made contact with Shell on March 28th at district court. Shell was Mirandized and allegedly said he worked for the company the vehicle belonged to and that it was not stolen. According to the citation, Shell denied speaking to the vehicle's owner, including the conversation involving the alleged carjacking, and requests not to report the vehicle stolen. Shell was arrested and transported to the Madison County Detention Center. Once jailed, Shell allegedly changed his story, saying he was held at gunpoint and lied about it because the owner asked him to. The Register collects and publishes police reports as a public service to its readers. The reports often contain allegations against individuals and do not mean the individuals committed a crime. All people named in connection with a crime are presumed innocent until guilty in a court of law. Whoa! What about that information on Mr. Shell? I'll send you the link to the Special Forces of Liberty post to text because it's too long. What is the name of the Facebook page? I lost it. The name of the Facebook page is... Oh, crap. Hang on a second. Human Trafficking and Child Exploitation Prevention Act. Hang on a second. I'll put it in the chat if I can get it here. Might say here. That's the name of the Facebook page. Let me plug up. I'm going to give you guys just a second. I'm going to let y'all watch a commercial while I grab and plug up my computer. I would go into my office, but the heat's in here and cold in my office. Let me find you a commercial here. This is my favorite. And people who don't like it, really, just shouldn't watch it. Right? If you don't like it, don't watch it. All right. I'm going to take it in here to the bedroom because I think Thelma's using my computer cord to charge her phone. So we'll see. Hope I don't disturb Mama C too bad. She's not with me. She might not. She loves me an awful lot. I think. No, I know. Stevie May, you are not blocked. I can see you. I can see you. For sure, you're not blocked. Hang on just a second. You're up there. All right, let me play you another commercial because I got to run here and see if James has got my cord. Hope the battery don't die before I do. Oh, goodness. What a night. Let's see. I wonder who put that recent arrest on his page. Like, can you tell, Alicia, like, does that have to be done by like somebody with an account, like, or does that automatically go on, or did Ernie put that on? I'm sure Ernie didn't put it on there. There's no way. Let y'all watch this one again. It's such a good one. It's soothing. I'm back. I found my cord. We'll be back in session shortly. We get her plugged up here. I'm sorry, y'all. I hate doing that. All right. We are plugged up and charging now. Thank you. Thank you guys for waiting. Now let me see what I missed here. So Xander probably put all that on the website, him or Dalton, most likely Xander. He builds a PHN website and learned while it being done. I remember him talking on live about it. Okay. So Xander probably put his criminal arrest on there. All right. Why is he not arrested for fraud? He has been arrested for fraud before. Am I bothering you, honey?
Me and George are just fine.
Okay. Hunter said he's got to be up at 7 in the morning. Did he tell you that? Okay. I'm going to get in here and finish my live stream up with my peoples. It is bizarre, isn't it? Crimes have consequences. Read their mission statement and tell me that ain't a bunch of unverifiable. It is unverifiable bullcrap. Hey, pistol packing Nana. God bless you and Merry Christmas to you too. It is so good to see you tonight. Thank you. I already feel blessed for Christmas myself. It's been a good year here. I have my wonderful family, and this channel has been a blessing. Getting to know some people, and I've made some lifelong friendships that will always be friendships. Well, hello, Miss Wendy Gabbert. How are you? I don't see your first post, Miss Gabbert. I'm gonna put up a poll. I'm gonna put up a poll in YouTube and see what people think. This is kind of let's see what people think here. There we go. I have a poll now. If you guys want to check that out and vote. Let's see. What's important for a cord? My phone's got the USB. My laptop is one of the newer MacBook Pros, and it's got the USB-C. That's how it plugs in. On both ends, like USB-C to the computer and USB-C out to the charger, and it happens to work on the Nintendo Switch, which James was charging, and it also works on my wife's phone. So I don't use this laptop very often. I usually go in there and sit at my desk, but Sunday night is a kind of a leisure night, so hanging out with you guys. Oh gosh, look at these votes. 27 votes so far, and 93% say yes, should be charged with fraud. Get back over to StreamYard where I can see you guys. It is not bad. It is not bad to eat a sandwich in bed. Now the crackers, as long as you don't be all crummy, don't be crummy dummy. Hey Erica. Oh, goodness. Man, let me take my cholesterol pill. Since I'm in here by my nightstand. So it's already Monday, right? Already Monday. Oh, cover the bottom with surrounding area with a big strip of paper towel. Well, that's cool. That's cool. If it's true, that's cool. If it's not, it's cool too. I wanted to play some games tonight, but I ended up going over there and, trying to squash some things, and I don't know. I don't know if anything's ever going to get squashed. Constant Sue, if you want to email those to me, I can save them and upload them in StreamYard. How many are there? Let's see. Hang on just a second. I got to put some videos, some files in so I can catch these new ones if you email them. Let's see. Did somebody just come in the chat and is it back? Let's see. There's Constant Sue. Hello, Constant Sue.
Hello. I've been in and out so much. I didn't know if you got to read the text where it talks about Ernie been in the steel pole.
Oh, no. Is that on the last set of them?
Yeah.
Let me get to that. Gosh almighty. Oh.
And this is how I think he got his protected colonel. I think someone recommended to the governor. The governor looked at this, on the surface, and it looked legit. And that's, but none of this is legit. I'm looking now that the stuff I even thought was legit, you're showing me isn't legit. That's on top of the stuff I knew wasn't legit.
Okay, here we go. If I tell you something, will you not repeat it? What do you believe in? There is something about him that isn't human. Please don't think I'm crazy. And you said, I have no need to repeat anything. I'm doing this for me, my own research, so no, I won't repeat it. I assure you, Ernie is human. We would see great things from Mr. Shell if he wasn't. Or you said greater things. I'm sorry. And they replied, that's just it. I believe what he is about to do will be just that. He called 3 days ago and shocked everyone. And you said, the man lives off women. He is a grown man with nothing. No home, car, job, nothing. Oh, I'm sure he did shock everyone. That's typical Mr. Shell. And they said, he lives a secret life. He wants and makes people believe this. We have his assets on file. In his name, we vet thoroughly. This is crazy. And you said, respectfully, I will have to take your word for it. If he has assets, and you quoted or put quotes around assets, why does he have to be on YouTube collecting money for missions that cannot be verified? Why did Mr. Shell have to use these women in the last year? Let's see.
Do you see a date on them yet? Like, you can see what date I set these?
I don't think so. I don't see him anywhere. Maybe. Let me scroll back and see if he shows up anywhere. Yeah, October 4th.
Yeah, yeah,
Are all these on the same day?
yeah. Same day.
Okay. You said they can always. Oh, you wanted those women to contact them, right? And they said they can always message us. We have a few people who admin over the page. Mr. Shell specializes in Mr. Shell specializes in combat, hand to hand. Shit, I can't make it through it. Oh God, man. God almighty,
Can you imagine when I'm getting these messages back? I'm like, what the fuck?
One of his accomplishments was with the U.S. Marshals Defense Tactics. I remember when I read that on his resume. You said, you read it? Did you verify it? Yes. Everything we get, we verify. Give me until tomorrow, and I will get you someone who knows more than I know about Mr. Shell. You said, so I've got some work for tomorrow. Huckabee, U.S. Marshals, and Handy.
He told me to contact Sean Hatney too.
Oh my God. To contact and see what they tell. And you said, or they said, remember when I told you I thought he wasn't human? I saw something and it terrified me. You said, yes. I saw two things that scared me. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Prepare yourselves, guys. I watched a pole extension break that was around 1500 psi. It almost hit, my dog just laughed. It almost hit Marcia, one of our advisors. He caught it and slammed it and broke it into two pieces. Who does that? or how does someone break metal? Another time, he kind of disappeared. Don't think I'm crazy, please. He said, I don't know. Seems a dude with skills like that wouldn't need to live off women and his friends for at least the last 20 years. He sure wouldn't need to be on YouTube. Let's see, sure wouldn't need to be on YouTube accepting money from lonely old ladies. And they come back with, I think it's a cover-up. I know when he goes out of town, he spends a lot of time at Trump Tower. And you said, listen to Mr. Shell's friends discuss his life. After his last psychotic issue, Miss Daisy is home, or is from the same home, and that's the last screenshot I got.
That's the live with you, Alicia, and Miss Daisy, and Tina after he got tased.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's Ernie and Chris Severe, and they are full of crap. My gosh.
That's just crazy. I mean, that's a level of insanity that, and Tina co-signs this, she knows this is crap.
You can talk crimes. You want to come up and talk?
You look at Tina's website and it says their mission statement, and there's their mission statement. They're full of crap too. I mean, honestly, I can't say that because I don't know.
Oh, they
because
are.
With them, you can't verify it either because these are covert missions and people don't talk about rescuing children, and it's a confidential thing. And and the one thing that he has on his video where he says he did rescue a girl, that was basically just giving a girl a ride home and she went right back to her boyfriend.
Yeah. Yeah. Tina used to go around bragging about, Sheriff Grady. We got a task force working with Sheriff Grady. And I was in her panel one night, and I kind of called her out. I was like, "You mean Sheriff Judd, right? Like his name is Grady Judd, not Sheriff Grady. He's Sheriff Judd, Sheriff Grady Judd." Oh yeah, that's what other people call him. We're on a first name basis.
Well, see, and then she gave Alicia hell for that because I guess Alicia had talked to him one time about setting up something, but that's all she did. She just talked to him about it. And she told Ernie that she just talked to the guy about it a long time ago. Ernie ran back to Tina and said, yeah, Alicia has connections with, just Grady Judd and everything. So when Tina went to look, she didn't, and it made Alicia look like a liar. But it was Ernie that was a liar.
Does. Ernie blows things up, like he was trying to blow up Alicia and make and say she's got all these credentials and then Tina took it as a threat. Like Tina's very territorial over Ernie, very territorial. Like anybody who's his friend or he pays attention to, she calls them his new handler. Like,
yeah, that's what she said on the stage.
Yeah, Ernie don't need a handler. Like he probably needs somebody to strap his big white jacket on, put his arm behind him every now and then.
When he had that drama with Bama, there's a post that says and this is before Alicia and him ever met, and the post says, "My publicist has advised me to cut all ties with the bounty hunter formerly known as Bama," and so he was even using that publicist crap before he met Alicia and as an excuse. But what was the issue with Bama? I seen the video, but I never really heard what the big issue was.
I'm not completely sure. Like Bama's a good person. I gave her a Rottweiler out of my last litter.
He says apparently he was working with her and had to quit because she did something. So he was supposed to be getting this new job somewhere as executive director of something, but he had to pass on the job.
Now I don't know the exact details, but here's what I remember from gathering from Ernie and Bama. And so Bama's got a reputation as a kick-ass bounty hunter. She really does. You can look it up, you can find her, you can research her. She really does. So Ernie attached himself to her and wanted to start doing bounty hunting classes. Sound familiar? Classes taught by Ernie Shell. He wanted money and using Bama's name. And he took money in for these classes that never occurred. And people wanted their money back, and Bama didn't have it. Ernie took it. And he ran and he started his junk. That's what he does. And then he started trying to, make Bama look like a demon when Ernie's the one who did all that. Yeah, Danny, you're right. Tina is crazier than Ernie.
Yeah, I said that can't help him at all. When she's playing into his, if she's feeding into it, and this Chris, what's his name, is feeding into it. You know how speechless I am that you told me that Chris is like that, because this was the only part that I thought that Ernie might have been not full of shit about, because I seen that professional, that website. I put it in chat that shows all the list of all those professional people, and you scroll down. Here's the representative for Alaska, Kansas, all the states, and the Kentucky representative is Ernie Shell, military police.
Yeah, he's never been to military police either. He brags about it, but he's got a hat. But you can buy one of those hats at the flea market.
Yeah. And you know what? I guess, and he just knows the fine line, because his email says Ernie Shell, military police. Now he doesn't say on his uniform or in his title, but his email says military police.
Yeah, one of his emails is Ernie Shell, military police. Yeah, something like that.
And to me, that's fraudulent. I mean,
yeah, it is. And he had a PayPal under that name too. At one point, he's had so many PayPal accounts. It's crazy. It's crazy the amount of PayPal accounts he's had.
Could you imagine me calling Mike Huckabee? If, say I would have gotten a number to Mike Huckabee or Sean Hannity or the other governor. Can you imagine me calling Mike Huckabee and say, "Hi, my name is Causes Christian, and I'm calling to verify if you could verify Ernest Mack Shell's association with human, whatever that thing is."
Yeah.
And they'd be, "What?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, you recommended him for the something, something." They'd be like, "What? Are you crazy?" There's no way you could not sound crazy.
Yeah. You guys are right. It is stolen valor. And John Loveday, I respect you so much. John Loveday served our country. He is an actual factual veteran of the U.S. Armed Services. For people like Ernie to claim that and steal valor like that, it makes me sick. And
Yeah, I called the state guard. I have the number, and I said, "Can you verify?" Because to me, I don't know what the issue is. Like, if I want to know somebody's served, I don't know why I can't just call up and say, "Hey, did this guy serve?" But you can't. I couldn't verify his service without his permission. So what better grift? And you know what? You could almost not be busted for it because nobody can call and verify it without your permission.
Yes. Yeah. Dark Nightmares. You can buy Homeland Security hats and T-shirts at the flea market. Absolutely. And if you want one, send me $25 and I'll make you one. Hey, Light Within, welcome.
Where did he get his pictures with all those guns and stuff? Are those Xander and Tina's?
They don't belong to him. Yeah, he don't. He's never owned a gun.
And did you see their promotional video? He talks like this. He's real. It's their promotional, and he's all talking like this.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Light Within. I don't look like that anymore, but thank you.
I wish that I could, could just sit down with somebody and just, like have a live and just share the screen. Like, look at this, what I found, and look at this, what I found. And because there's just so much, but I really didn't know who wanted to be bugged with it,
All right. Well, I think people do want to be bugged with it. Like people need to know. And, and Chaotic, you're right. Impersonating an officer as well. But yeah, people want to know this kind of stuff, man. And like, that's what I started my channel for, is to bring awareness to people who Ernie has, deceived. That's me and Kemper. That was our mission. And I think we've accomplished it. We put out all kinds of information. All this information these people are throwing out on Ernie now, like Kemper, that came from me and Kemper. Every bit of it. Nicolina's info, Rap's info, wherever they got it from, it came from us originally. And it is what it is. He's been a scammer for a long time. John knows him from the hockey masks making stuff. And John actually liked Ernie. I think he still probably likes Ernie. He's just, John's a good human being, and he's concerned with what's going to end up happening to Ernie because of what he does. Somebody is going to get, like, he's going to run across the wrong person with his act. He has a YouTube that he set up a long time ago, and it only has one video on it, and it's him sitting, it looks like maybe in a trailer house with somebody, and he's got a whole stack of those blank hockey masks, and he's selling them for $12 a piece. And that was like years ago. And that's the only video on the YouTube. Yep.
And so I think somebody said those were stolen back then or something. I don't know, but I just, I don't know what I have, and I just want somebody to sit down and go with it. And I would welcome Ernie to go over it with me. I'm so dying to ask him about this. Like Ernie,
I would love for you to be able to actually get a hold of Mike Huckabee and have it recorded and ask him, can you give me a job reference on Ernest Mack Shell?
That's another thing I got to get, because I don't have them handy dandy phone recorders, because I really wanted to record Officer Rose's conversation, and he said I could record it, but I tried just doing it on my phone, like on my screen recorder, but it didn't do it. So I need to get something to do that, because for references, you do need to record some phone calls, and he told me I could record it, but it didn't record right.
I don't record phone calls, but if you wanted to record a phone call, like if you had an extra phone or an old phone that you don't even use, don't even need to have service on it. when
I
you,
don't. I have this one little junky phone.
yeah, but
You
that's what
know,
I'm saying. If you have an extra, can get an extra.
yeah,
Like you can
I don't
record
know.
from your phone or that phone, and
I really never planned on
stay
doing this.
on
You know,
speaker.
when I got on YouTube a year ago, I was just, like I think from Facebook, I found AB's channel watching Summer Wells, and then from AB's channel, I seen Tiffany's, and then you just went from there. And I would have never dreamed that I was doing what I'm doing now. Then, I don't. That's so I tell my family now, I need a laptop. I need a laptop. I'm monetized now. I can, get memberships, but I can't do it justice for my phone. I don't want it to lag. I don't want to have issues. So I haven't even done it yet, but that's my goal.
You're monetized.
Yep.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, you should do a members thing. Like I
I've got
love
it all set up.
it. I went back and watched a bunch of videos, and
Mhm.
like you got some really cool, funny stuff on there. Like it's entertaining.
My membership, instead of being like the rappers and the tigers, we are the jellyfish.
Nice.
Big And she was to say it said with the no brain. Um, Somebody said, "No, imagine being something so perfect you didn't need a central nervous system."
Yeah.
to
Did you
function.
know, like Kemper reminded me last year in October, Ernie was claiming to be a werewolf.
Yeah, and it wasn't that long ago that he said to Tina or something. Well, he was telling her something. Remember about in a spot in Harlan, Kentucky, they took these people and come down from his family. His daddy was, programmed to be like that, and then he was programmed to be like that. And he swears up and down that EMF meter went off when it went next to his head. And I want to test that and see if that really happens. But God
Yeah.
forbid, what if there is a brain chip in his head? And the first time I heard that was when he did his highway thing. And Tina's like, "Get away from the van, Ernie. Did you notice that the electronics were glitching out at the same time Ernie's brain was glitching out?" And I made a clip about it. Like, oh shit, Ernie's brain's glitching out. But can you imagine with his psychosis being handled by Tina?
You're right. Right. Hello, Margie C. I'm located in London, Kentucky. So welcome, neighbor.
Plus, with Chris Stevers and Tina with the psychosis.
I know it's like I know it's an old cliche, but I mean it's true. Birds of the feather flock together.
And then add that Phil in there. Man, that dude is creepy. I seen that picture. That dude is scary.
He is.
Scary.
Yeah.
See,
And
you don't have a chance, the poor guy, but
yeah, him and Ernie have a relationship. Like they're not just strangers, and not like there's been at least 3 occasions when Ernie left his house and either had the police involved in leaving or had the police later.
Uh-huh. I don't know if it was your page or his sister's page, but they put up a picture of that guy. Like, have you seen this guy? This was the guy that harmed my brother, and it's the scariest picture I've ever seen. And that's when Ernie was like missing. They couldn't find him or something for a while.
Yeah.
Right before the van thing. But if anybody's interested in taking this project on with me and doing so, I don't know. There's just so much, and I don't know what to do with it. But
Right. Well, then said, what about how his daddy used to electric shock him with his by his little feet? So bullshit. No wonder why they never grew up. Like,
and the family of murderers, the family curse. It's like, no, it's not the family curse. It's the family of idiots.
Yeah. Hey,
And
Leslie.
he puts on this Facebook page, I'm the one that, and he talks in that, not even preacher talk, but it's like the foretold tales of the old West. I therefore thou art, and I had to sleep on the ground to overcome the family curse. I told my mama I would, it's things like that. It's like, but people are like, oh, just let him make believe. No, this is what happens when you make believe.
I have a video, and Kemper and I have it, and I made the video, and we used to have it published. I think it's on private right now. but it's a video of Ernie and his mother talking to each other. And his mother says, she tells Ernie that she gave birth to a litter of werewolves.
Yeah, because was she fried her brain on acid or something?
Yeah. And, you know, she was going through some portal, she said. And she got away or something. I can't remember exactly, but it's really, really funky.
And that's how lichen came up, isn't it? Isn't that how you came up with the tail of the lichen?
That is, yeah. The email to my to this YouTube page is Lichen Hunter 73. Yeah. Kipper and I were both born in 73, and you know, the Lichen Hunter. So.
And you know, have you heard Tina say she gave Ernie the name Lightning Tiger because she threw something at him? I don't know, but something like he moved with supersonic speed. So that's how she started calling him Lightning Tiger, because he was so fast. And I remember that when I was reading that Facebook message that's like, he was supersonic. He took on the hardest missions ever because he could get there like a time.
Yeah. Somebody asked where Mike Huckabee is. He's the former governor of Arkansas. So he may reside in Arkansas. I don't know. He ran for president when Trump did. And then, you know, it was rumored that he was close to being selected as the vice president candidate, but or running mate or whatever. But yeah, Wendy, the Tom Cruise thing, Ernie couldn't make happen because MAGA couldn't afford it. Tom Cruise is like I think $1,000 for 10 minutes. It's crazy. It's way more than Chris Hansen. It's way more than Chris Hansen.
You know, MAGA is what he said she is. Can you imagine being so ignorant that you're not prone to work, and here you got a woman that makes money. Can you imagine being so ignorant that you threw it all away for YouTube?
Yeah, she's got to feel red-faced, you know.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and most, you know, gold digger men, when he said, I don't need YouTube anymore, I thought, yeah, that's my video. You got the sugar mama there? Yeah, you don't need it. You got your sugar mama. You hooked your sugar mama. How stupid do you have to be to hook a sugar mama and lose her because of YouTube?
Because Ernie loses every woman he ever gets because of him being selfish and lazy and YouTubing. And like before YouTube, it was Facebook Lives. He used to go Facebook Live and do the same stuff.
Mm-hmm. I always thought it was like for the end goal would be, you know, for the sugar mama. But I think the end goal is just to be famous or to appear famous.
Yeah, he wants fame. Leslie can tell you when she picked him up that time in her car, he told her, you know, that Rap and Nicolina were making him famous.
Yeah. Oh, and to add to the psychosis, he gets in with Tina Zander, and they do know a dude who's making a film. So, you know, that's like they did make a shoot the pilot and thing like that. And he's like, I'm going to make a movie. And so that just, you know, he almost got it, but I don't know what fell through there. They said the guy did work for The Walking Dead.
Yeah, the one guy that does pro wrestling now. Yeah, he was in some episodes of The Walking Dead. I've heard Kemper knows his name. I've heard that he's like under some criminal charges or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Josh something?
I think so. I know it's Chris Severs. You know, they did make a cool looking intro, you know, and they're, you know, that, you know, looks kind of neat. And then they were doing the cool predator thing, but I guess the law put a stop to that because you got to be a marshal in most states to do those things, which you should be, because say you're a child pedo and you're talking to these people, what better ruse than to say, hey, it was a sting. I wasn't, you know, really talking to him pervy. It was a sting. And what's Ernie say? Every time he gets caught in a lie, it was a sting. That's why you have to be a marshal, and you have to do it under a controlled environment. And you can't just be Joe Blow on the computer doing it.
Right. But that's his way of spreading his
How did he get hooked up with Chris Severs?
I think he contacted Chris Severe with, his stories of rescuing people. Probably showed him a picture of him saving the woman supposedly in Virginia or whatever, and then the next day, she's right back with the guy who he saved her from or whatever. It was
So
all
do you
for
think my contact, okay, this same agency that Ernie's supposed to be with, do you think my Kansas contact is as batshit crazy?
if they're
And if she's
connected to
not,
Ernie, if they're connected to Ernie, probably. Yeah.
well, it's I don't know. It's just like and on that website I sent you for the Special Forces of Liberty, every state has a contact person, and they say some are lawyers and they're like look like professional men and women. That's why I didn't really even. I thought to check out Ernie. I never thought to check out those people. And if they are normal people, should we not be contacting somebody to get a normal Kentucky representative in there instead of Ernie? Or is
Right.
it all fraud?
Well, I think they probably regret having Ernie now, and I think because they were supposed to go around the country and go to all these states, and it didn't happen. He went to a few of them, and then Ernie always arguing with Benny Keys online, and a lot of the truths came out about Ernie, and I think Chris Severe cut ties and told Ernie to go on and do your thing, man. We can't be
They
connected.
still have him listed as the Kentucky representative.
Yeah, there was some lady who had a bill that she was co-signing on or something. I don't know the whole story. I can't remember it, but anyway, she had a nonprofit group, and Ernie was on there collecting money for his travel and saying he was part of that group nonprofit. And she excommunicated Ernie right then and there too. Like, Ernie's not part of this group. No way. Not no more. I wish I remember her name. But that Doug Hutton, I can't remember the name of his channel either, but he's a little bit batty too, but he brought all that out.
He says he's affiliated with the Operation Underground Railroad. I did contact them. They did verify Ernie's certificate there was legit, but she said anybody can go online and take like a 5-minute class, and anybody can do it. But right. I don't know what they're all about, because he uses that. He had that T-shirt on yesterday, and then his other certificate was through FEMA human trafficking. So it says FEMA. So if you look at it, it looks like you work for FEMA. And she said, no, you don't have to work for FEMA. Anybody can go online right here, and it's 0.5 credit. So that's 5-minute, like a half an hour credit for a college class is 30 minutes. This is 0.5. So it's a 5-minute credit.
Walking Dead guy was Josh Turner.
Mm.
That's the guy who was connected to that.
Who was the guy that was teaching karate? Who was that guy?
Huh?
Who was the guy that was supposed to be teaching karate that he has a picture with? Yeah, some big dojo or something that in New York City that he's supposed to be trained with. Some famous guy.
I'm sure it was just a photo op.
Huh.
Yeah. No Thanks investigates the Doug Hutton's channel. I forgot about it.
So I'm still torn with, is this just something Ernie's a storyteller and we should just let Ernie go, be a storyteller, or is this something that warrants attention,
It does warrant attention, I think. Especially if you can actually get a hold of Mike Huckabee and or Sean Hannity.
How about Flynn? I might as well just go all the way go for gold and get Flynn.
Oh my gosh. If you can get that guy to just give you a reference or say, I don't know who he is, either one would be like gold.
How do you ever talk to somebody without sounding like you're batshit crazy explaining YouTube? I mean, all these people that say they're going to take each other to court, just watching Lips' court appearance is proof enough to me. I would never. I even try to explain it to my kids and my family, and they look at me like I'm batshit crazy. You can't explain YouTube without sounding batshit crazy, even when you're not the batshit crazy one.
Right. Well, it's not just YouTube. Ernie's doing this Facebook and claiming to be, this actual savior guy that rescues kids, and he's getting in, taking advantage of single mothers who have kids.
Older women.
It always goes bad too. Every single relationship goes bad.
Yeah. Who is this Jody? Who is she and why is she in so deep with him?
Jodie Farr.
Yeah.
I don't know. He claims she's the best skip tracer there ever was. But I won't tell you, if she was, she'd know where rap is.
I don't know if you heard this on tonight when I was on his panel. I knew exactly, I didn't mind him having my address, but he said, and your address is? And I go, yeah. And then I told him, I said, the reason I did that is because I know once you have my name, you can just Google my address. I knew that. So he goes, did you see what I did there? Did you see that? I got your address. And just, he was bragging like he was something special to get my address. I'm like, dude, I just told you. Once you have my name, you don't even have to buy Truth Finder. You get, they put it up there for free. It's nothing. It wasn't that long ago that everybody's name and address and phone number was in a phone book for everybody. But he thought he really had something there. And if anybody wants to contact me, it's my email's ConnieKR68@gmail, or my channel name at Gmail, but that's a pain in the ass because it's so long.
Yeah. Chaotic send an email with the proof he was making claims and asked for a statement for public to the Mike Huckabee, General Flynn, or Sean Hannity.
To their media people
right there. Yeah, say he's associating himself with those people, and that he's in trouble for felony indictment, and he's claiming that these people will vouch for him. They would want to know that.
I wish somebody more professional than me could do it, because I just, for one, I've always talked fast, and like I said, if Angel ever quits YouTube, I'm stealing her name. Connie talks too fast, but I just don't. I don't know. I'm just not professional enough to not sound like a Fruit Loop asking, But I would definitely do the research if somebody wanted to be the mouthpiece,
Yeah. Chaotic, you send those emails? Light within, Ernie Shell is not a black belt. Actually, he's a red sash in bullshit suit.
What's the story of him getting kicked underneath the trailer court? Is that Chuck Norris's son? He said that he fought.
Hell no.
I'll show you the Facebook post that said
the dude that kicked him, his dad was a stunt double or something, and got his ass whipped in a Chuck Norris film.
Oh my gosh! So there's a post that says, "I fought Chuck Norris's son," and you know what? Guess what he did? He made T-shirts. He made 3 T-shirts about that.
Yeah, that's not Chuck Norris's son.
Mm-hmm.
That dude took Ernie's girlfriend away from him, and that's when Ernie started messaging the girlfriend's little 10-year-old girl and telling her mommy was a hoe and mommy was worthless, and that's why that fight occurred.
Mm-hmm. Why is he so proud of it? Did he win?
Yeah, the guy quit eventually. They kept stopping the fight when the dude was winning and letting Ernie rest, and then eventually the big dude ran out of gas, and he's a pussy. The guy, Ernie, hit him with a left hand in the side of the head, and he quit. He's just a flat out wuss.
That was the entertainment for the year there. Everybody's gathered around.
Oh yeah, it was awesome. People just go Ernie, go.
How crazy. I bet he didn't even work for Trump Towers at all. I bet he didn't.
No, hell no. Chaotic, yeah, get whoever you can to write the email. That'd be great.
He said he worked for he's got in there. Did he work for the community corrections in that one? Where he said he met Dr. Walsh. Did he really work there?
He did work there. That's where he actually met Eric Rush.
Yeah.
Do you know who Eric Rush is?
Yeah, the guy he almost molested or said he molested or molested him.
Eric Rush claims they had a relationship. Yeah, he molested him and then they had a relationship. Let me show you a little something from Eric Rush.
Anyway, I'm just bored tonight. Just nothing to do at all, really. I've been, just trying to get you to talk, but you won't talk. And not only that, but I know you have a personal vendetta. I know that you feel like I've ruined your life, blah, blah, blah. And I'm ready. I'm really ready for you because honestly, I want to kill you. And for what you did to me, yeah, because you did some pretty fucked up stuff too. And I'm ready because I'm got a score set on myself, and I'm far from finished.
Now, to me, that sounds like a broken-hearted lover scorned.
I always kind of shy away from them, things like that, because I know so many people use gay as a weapon, and I don't know if that's the case here.
Yeah, I didn't say gay. I'm just saying it sounds like a broken-hearted lover.
But like how I don't know, how did this he just trying to get back at Ernie, or was it really a legit thing? I don't know.
Well, I've also got screenshots. Yeah, I've also got screenshots of a conversation between Ernie and this guy, and the guy's always telling Ernie. He tells Ernie like, Ernie asked for pictures, and the guy's like, "I send you pictures." And Ernie's like, "Why do you cover up?" And he goes, "Well, I didn't think you want to see it." And he goes, "Why do you think I want to see it? Show it to me." Like, okay, that's you, Ern. That's you, homeboy. Like, you can't deny that.
Yeah, I'll probably overshare here, but I dated a guy once that was kind of like Ernie. He was small. I mean, he could have been a beautiful woman. He had the tiniest, daintiest body, and he used to wear those wristbands just like Ernie. Those, I'm like, why do they wear those wrist things like that? And I later learned out it was because he was ashamed of his dainty wrists. They were small, so he wanted to look bigger than he did. And yeah, in the end, I found out he really was gay.
Yeah, it happened.
Because his body, and it was like, it's okay. I don't, just, I wish you had told me, but, there's so many things that kind of similar.
And, baby.
There's nothing, I don't know why he would. I guess in the South, maybe it's even harder, I don't know, but that's going to strip your brain too,
Yeah. Chaotic, yes. Ernie was investigated at that job for having improper relationships with the inmates, and it was an all-male facility.
I don't want this everybody to think that any of us, or even me, is just picking on Ernie, and then I'm just trying to.
There. Constant Sue. Hope Ernie didn't get her. Very interesting stuff. If you put all this stuff together about Ernie, it really points the finger at him on a lot of levels. And I know people that have put it all together, and they presented it, and their names are Jimbo and Kemper. Oh, Costa Sue, where'd you go? Oh, good night, October, baby. Yeah, it's late. I'm about to go to bed myself. Yeah, the werewolf got Crimes and Consequences, your 25th degree pink belt. That's awesome. Yeah, Ernie's a master of bullshit zoo. He's really good at it. Mississippi. Make sure I spell that right. Yeah, Constance has put a lot of work into this, and you guys haven't even seen it. Like, it's she goes back for years and has put together all his scams, and it's really really good. You guys, I'm getting sleepy. My wife's laying over here in bed. I'm going to play a few of the outtakes. You guys can feel free to hang out while I do those. Some of our good old funny screen sound bites. And I will see you guys tomorrow, probably around 9:05. Good night, y'all. Enjoy the outtakes.
He's watching me, y'all. He's watching. Hello, Jimbo. Hello. Fuck them people. They can just fuck off, okay? I don't care.
Listen, people, listen. I'm a dirty girl, a dirty girl.
If anybody can donate tonight, I would appreciate it. I would like to eat. You can't take the heat, stay the fuck out of the kitchen. Jimbo, stand down right now. A fucking enough. All of you, enough. Man. Stop. I'm getting sent screenshots that you're timing people out. Stop it, please. This is my channel. I'll say what the fuck I want, okay? This live isn't about you. Did you just shit in my car?
Who you're looking at the man. Woo! Who you're looking at the man. Woo!
What do you think of that, old whisker biscuit?
It doesn't matter what you think!
Ladies and gentlemen, before you, we have the greatest wrestler of all time.
Take a one-way flight because, biatch, you look horrible tonight. I said, biatch, you look horrible tonight.
Phone recorders, you know.
Whole story. I can't remember it, but
Google my address. I knew that. So he goes, "Did you see what I did there?" Did you see that? I got your address and just, he was bragging. I know so many people use.
Good night, y'all. Oh, the have put it all together. Let me see, make sure I spell that right. Yeah, Constance has put a lot of work into this, and you guys haven't even seen it. Like, it's she goes back for years and has put together all his scams, and it's really, really good. You guys, I'm getting sleepy. My wife's laying over here in bed. I'm going to play a few of the outtakes. You guys can feel free to hang out while I do those. Some of our good old funny screen sound bites. And I will see you guys tomorrow, probably around 9:05. Good night, y'all. Enjoy the outtakes. This and some of our good old funny screen sound bites. And I will see you guys tomorrow, probably around 9:05. Good night, y'all. Enjoy the outtakes.
What do you think of that, old Whisker Biscuit? It doesn't matter what you think!
You're a lying, fat piece of shit. And my old man wants to break your knees.
This shit's getting old.
Well, yeah, rap, it is old. I'm tired of being called a damn liar.
Well, maybe if you didn't lie, you wouldn't be called a liar, Mama T.
I don't lie, rap, not like people are saying I lie.
Okay, Mama T.
Mama T, you need to stop that.
Look at the Liberators Live. I sure the hell did.
Man, nobody watches that over there.
This shit's getting old.
Dumbass dog. Dude. Listen, putting your Cash App up is not a bad thing.
What you're failing to realize is that you are dealing with the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. You are absolutely right. You do suck. You're a nothing, a nobody, a peon.
You want answers. I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Join me, and together we can rule the galaxy.
The Rock is gonna do to you exactly what he does best, and that's lay the smack down on your candy ass.
You can't take the heat, stay the fuck out of the kitchen. He's watching me, y'all. He's watching. Hello, Jimbo. Hello.
Take a one-way flight because, biatch, you look horrible tonight. I said, biatch, you look horrible tonight.